ready or not. I'm going live. It's
Yeah, I
past
don't
6.
care
We're
either.
late. People are going to get mad at us.
Suspenseful start. What do I got on me? Hey.
Daryl Wiggins, hello from Oklahoma. Love your show. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks for showing up. We are here live from where are you at? Antidote of a Houndsman.
I'm back home now.
Chris is
I
worn.
was planning on staying till Thursday. So
Chris is
but
worn smooth out. He's been hunting bears.
I am.
For how many days?
Since not last Wednesday, Wednesday before last. It would have been 2 weeks this Wednesday. Slow start.
Good time though?
Yeah, kind of. You know,
what do you mean kind of?
My plan was
bears. Do you like to hunt bears?
My plan, I love hunting bears.
Kind of.
Well, because I had a lot of issues. My neighbor, you know about the neighbor, she's needed a lot of help. You know, one night, well, just last night, she calls me and says, I called 911. I got to go to the hospital. So I called Cody Lynn and said, go over there and wait with her because she's.
I know everybody's really saying my volume's down.
It is quiet. I'm telling you. Can you turn it up?
How about now?
A little louder.
Is it louder?
No.
What the heck's the deal here?
Maybe it's your mic.
Shouldn't be. I got it hooked up to this deal.
Yeah.
How about now? Whoa.
There it is.
Is that loud?
Wait, talk again.
Is that louder?
There you go. That's better.
I am, what do they call it? I'm not really good at this stuff. I work at it hard.
Chris is loud, and I can push my mic away, though. How about that? Chris is loud, and Brett is kind of quiet.
Well, I can turn Chris down.
Or mute him. He likes to mute me a lot.
There, I turned him down.
Well, I have to move my mic closer now.
Let me see. I don't know how to turn it up on this thing. Let me see. Hold on. I think
you're good.
Am I good?
You're just loud now. I think. Does everybody think you?
Oh, hold on. Now? Here we go. Scarlet.
There, you're loud.
How about now? Is that a difference?
That was good before.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good.
Benny has a new computer, and he had me send him a link, but he's not here yet. So
he barely figured out his phone. You know, his first wife is there trying to get it hooked up for him.
Maybe if he shows up, we won't be looking up his nostrils the whole time.
Yep.
So tell us some good stories, Chris. Tell us about bear hunting in Arizona.
So it started Friday, not this Friday, last Friday. I had a concert to go to because my wife planned it, and she probably planned it a lot and probably told me about it, and I was like, just do it, just whatever, order it. And then I didn't realize it was October 4th or 3rd. So I came out Wednesday, set up camp, stayed the night. Very quiet night. And then Thursday headed back. We went down to Phoenix and went to a concert. Didn't get home. I think it was 3, and I thought, well, I could sleep till 4. Woke up at 4:30. Got out there in time. We went and did some hunting. I don't think we treed nothing. I think we treed something the next day. Cody Lynn was out there. I think we treed something the next day. But what's crazy is we did this tree, and it was a tree. My dogs don't just do stupid stuff.
They don't slick tree.
No, I haven't had slick tree in a long time since I got rid of JD. Anyways, so I go all the way around this road and get there. My dad gets on the radio and says, "Hey, are you chasing something, or you treat or whatever?" I said, "Yeah, over here by the creek." He goes, yeah, I hear your dogs. So I go all the way around. They're tree, and I'm getting closer, and they scatter. And I'm like, what the hell? Like scatter, not just take off. They scatter, and I get there, and Dad says, hey, you had coyotes or something come in, and real aggressive. Like, I don't know what happened down there. And I made a mistake as they scattered when I got there. And then I started yelling at them, get over here, because I didn't know what was going on. I think they all heard it. I didn't walk down to the tree. I should have walked down to the tree. It's a couple hundred yards over there. I should have walked over and see if that bear was treed still. And maybe the coyotes, they just stayed and they just got in a fight with my dogs. But it ain't the first time in that spot that we've had coyote problems. I think there's a den right there. You know, them dogs come in house.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm full of dust too in my lungs. I got to light a cigar here in a second, clear it out. I was like kind of upset about it. It was a good tree. You know when your dog's tree, when you run those GPSs now, those Garmin's, before, man, it was tough before, but now you know what they're running. You basically know what they're running. So I lost that tree. I went around where I thought it would have went around because Dirty went a little bit north, and I thought, oh, Dirty's going north. That bear probably ran north. Dirty's my go-to dog. He's the dog, you know. Well, I picked up those dogs, went around, and I couldn't rig it back up, and I think it went south up the creek because they picked it up later on on a rig, but it's very dry. There's hardly no food. Anything in their stomachs is all larvae, grubs, and
Really?
whatever's under a rock or
You
a
don't have
log.
you don't have prickly pear there?
No, not up this high. And when I went down the globe to pick some prickly pears a few weeks ago, and they were all gone. So in that area, but man, it was a tough hunt. It really was. I mean, it's just Unit 1's closed over there, and I was hunting 3B, and uh, I had a couple trees. I just lost them, and kind of dead. And then I think it was when is I think it was Friday. This last Friday. I mean, I did trailing, and it's just a tough week. So Friday, I'm sitting there talking to the undercover guy on a road. My dad blasted up in there, and he knows I know he's undercover. I call all my kids call him undercover guy, so I'll tell that story later. So my dad comes pulling up, and my dad's dogs, they did a good run, and I had to actually. It was Thursday was the last day of turkey season. I forgot to mention that it was youth only turkey season. So it's all we did is turkey hunt. We left the dogs. Oh, I told you she was there helping him. I told you. I said his first wife. His first wife is setting
You
it up.
saw my first wife, huh?
He's got there she
Hey,
is.
look, he's all loud
He's
and
got a
clear.
microphone. Lisa, I'm gonna have to turn
Oh
him
yeah,
down.
this came in the mail several years ago by a bear hunter.
Oh,
Maybe it was months
Uh,
ago.
yeah, I think it was
he's all
months ago. Is that the one?
professional too.
Plugs into the
That's
computer
the
now.
one.
My gosh,
Dang. We're
Anything for the
changing.
show.
We're changing the name to the Benny Show.
No. Let's not do that.
So
Benny and
we're
friends,
Benny and friends, Benny and the peasants.
the social misfits.
Yeah.
Except
Oh,
All
I
Benny
right, I
got
fit.
gotta go.
stories.
Benny fits in as a social misfit anyway.
There you go.
You're
Oh
blurry,
man, that's
Benny.
no
You're
kidding.
blurry.
I think it's his internet.
What?
I think it's his internet.
Yeah, it's probably my internet.
Is that the camera on the computer?
Yes.
Time to send him
Okay.
a camera. Time
We
to
got to
send him a
get you a
camera.
camera now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you mine. I'm not using that razor anymore. I'm using my Osmo. So I'll send him my
We
razor.
turkey hunt. We see turkeys in Unit 3B all day long. Big toms. You can shoot anything, but beautiful big bearded toms. And so Thursday, I'm like, you guys want to just try one day and hit the, go turkey. That's what we did. And we didn't see one turkey. We drove 100 miles, not one turkey. So Friday, I'm sitting there talking to the undercover guy, giving him some information on Benny, and my dad had ran bear before that, and we was turkey hunting. And I love those Garmins because you could put in the track code and just pick up their dogs.
Yep.
And that's what I did. I had a couple of his dogs, but gave me the track code. I went and cut them off where they had ran into Unit 1 on this horrible mountain. So I said, well, I'm going to run around. And so I went over there and parked. I seen them dogs coming in, still working. And 2 mountain bikers show up. And I said, well, if you wait long enough, I said, you going down that trail? He goes, yeah. I said, my dogs are coming up that trail, and I think them guys got a bear in front of them. You know, the girl was like, I never seen a bear. I said, well, you go down that trail, you might. So they waited a little bit, but that mountain, it's a really steep deadfall mountain. And when your dogs usually hit it, unless it runs around, it's just tough. It'll wear your dogs out. And and his dogs weren't in the best shape. You know, they were running bear good this, sit and drag, running. And
hide stuff, hide like some scraps or something for them, and then turn them out and let them go find them.
I start them in the house with hot dogs, and I don't have carpet, so I just kind of smeared across the floor and let them kind of thin it up, and then later on it's out in the yard. I run out there and throw a hamburger, or like right now I'm about to have a bunch of bear cracklings, I guess what they call them. So I'll use those to train dogs. I don't have no dogs. I hardly need to train now.
Benny just turns a 3-legged lion loose for him to trail up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and I try to stick one of their eyes out too.
Oh, yep. And you declaw them though too, don't you?
Well, that's what.
Well,
that
no,
way they don't
trim them.
They don't scratch up the barrel he's in, and you let him go.
So I pick up his dogs
because they're headed to the res. You know, they're still trailing. I just picked them up, took them back. But so Friday, so his dogs are wore out. You know, not so much sore foot, a little bit, just wore out. You know, I'm sitting talking to the undercover guy. I don't have my radio on. Cody Lynn abandoned me, went to like work or something. I don't know what she was doing, something stupid. And I had my radio on. I didn't have his dogs hooked up. I deactivated them, and which is a cool thing, man. That Garmin, I learned a lot this week on that.
Deactivate them.
So I even text Nick. I'm like, hey, how do you pause tracking? You know how on the old ones you could pause the tracking. You can't. Maybe you can, but you can't pause tracking. So I made groups. I had groups for my dad's dogs.
Do you just turn? I mean, why would you pause tracking? What do you?
Just so I didn't leave them stupid tracks all over, and I didn't have to delete them when you're driving around.
Oh, okay, I got you. Got you.
So my dad comes pulling up 150 miles an hour, and he's waving me over. So I go up there, and he goes, "You don't got your radio on?" I'm like, "I didn't know you were gonna run today. I thought you guys were, you guys were sleeping in or whatever." And I'm on a bear, and I heard a dog. Me and undercover guy, I heard a dog, and I said, "Man, that don't sound like." I had another guy at our camp, Rodney and Tierra, my favorite people in the world. Tierra is my favorite person in the world. Just because I'm mean.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes, I'm very mean to Tierra, his wife. I don't know why she hangs around me. I thought it was their dog, but they have Snoopy. I gave him Snoopy, and I'm like, that's not Snoopy. I don't know what dog that is. My dad's dog, Spur, and man, he's wore out. They just ran this bear yesterday, and now they're running this bear, and they've probably ran 3-4 miles. So I hook Spur up to mine. I turn it on, and I'm like, okay, he's over here. He's up the road. Let's go up the road. I go up the road. I'm dirty and yucky out, and they take the track, and they grab Spur. I think they grab Spur up because he's wore out. And then I let Ben, Bella, and Vaca. Vaca is one of my older dogs too. Ben and Bella they're young, but they go. So Dirty takes off, and I see where they're working. And this is one of them smart bears, does the circles, and Dirty can work a circle. Dirty knows how. When them bear do a circle, he'll come out of that circle and he'll find it. You'll watch him on the GPS. Now the other dogs, Yucky's not so much into it yet, Ben and Bella had no clue. They went up a mountain, circled, and they stuck on that mountain for a little while. So I don't speak English, but I watch the videos anyways. I only understand a few words. Felipe Castro, there is a channel just for you. Brett, there's your chance.
I have a Spanish channel where my videos are dubbed into Spanish. I guess I need to do it with this too. But it costs me money, so
Yeah.
I don't speak English. Tell him,
Get
Benny.
those
Tell him. Muchas gracias, señor.
get
You
those
just told me.
get those earphones that they got now that translate for you, I guess. So Dirty gets to this one road and he runs up the road. I'm like, gosh dang it, what is he doing? So I go walk that road and it's gravel. But then you can start seeing the claws. On the gravel road, you'll see those bear claws, and then you'll see the flat spot, kinda. I'm like, oh, he's on a bear, going to another road.
Flat spot with those
So,
little wrinkles going through it.
well, you can see the claws in the gravel, is what
Yeah.
you can see. So I'm like, so he turns and he starts heading kind of toward a residential-ish area. That I try to beat him that road. He beats the road. Yucky gets to this road, and I don't know why he quit. Yucky never quits, and he was lost. I threw him in. The other dogs are still coming. I try to beat him to this road.
None
I
of us
don't.
speaks Portuguese.
He speaks Portuguese. I thought.
So does Brett.
Well, I'm
I thought you.
translated into Portuguese, but I don't speak it.
It's a
So
Portuguese channel too.
yeah. Oh well.
So, so he beats me across this road, and he's still by himself. He's just running this bear by himself. He won't quit. So and then he spins. And I'm like, he's gonna go to this other road. So then I take off. And I leave undercover and my dad, and I'm like, I'm gonna try to cut him off. I go, I come around. I'm going so fast, I kind of scare myself. I'm kind of drifting around the gravel and in the ditches, and it's just me and Trevor and Lyndon, my boys. And I see him treed. He's out there 400 yards, and I kind of pull in. I said, let's let these dogs out now. Mind you, I have Halado, Morozny, Corella. I feel I had another dog in there, but I only have the pups. These are like not really seasoned dogs. And then he leaves the tree. I'm like, whoa, wait. Because I'm putting my pistol on. I'm like, we'll walk in. It's 400 yards. I was like, wait. And then he just starts coming towards us. I'm like, man, did he hear us? Did the dogs, whatever? And then my dad and undercover show up. And we're sitting there. I'm like, he's coming right at us. And then all of a sudden my dad goes, well, hell, there's that bear right there. And that bear was running and kind of turned. And so they took off because it was about 200 yards ahead of me. It turned and ran across the road. They took off, kind of cut him off. He turned around. He headed back. And I already yelled at Lyndon, let the dogs go. And usually when you let dogs go, especially puppies, they run around like idiots.
Yeah.
They must have seen this bear. They came out and they just beelined it right to that bear. And that bear, he knew. We weren't even close, but he ran up a tree. And I told my boys, go run over there. Don't let him out of that tree. And the dogs got over there and we treat him. It's just a little sow, so we didn't kill it. But yeah, all the dogs, the tree on it. And undercover guy had his dogs. I'm like, bring your dogs. Are you sure? I'm like, bring your damn dogs. Get them down here. So then so I had everybody there. And then all of a sudden, here comes Ben and Bella. They figured it out or heard the dogs, and they show up at the tree. And then my other older dog, she's probably 8. She comes moseying in even 5-10 minutes later, late to the party, but she showed up. So
Showed up and treed
kinda,
and everything.
Yeah. So we let the dogs tree. We took all of our pictures. I think I sent you one of the videos, and then 2024. And then so we're going back to camp now. I just want to go take a nap. We go back camp. We're unloading dogs. I got 4 dogs unloaded on the chain. Boys are hooking them up. They already got the collars off. I get a call from undercover, and it just rings, bing. I'm like, oh. So I text. I'm like, I'm at camp. He says, I'm on something on this road. And I'm all, every time someone says they're on something, I don't, So I said, did you see it? You got a track. You don't answer. Bad service. I'm like, they're sitting there debating, man. I told Lyndon, put the collars back on. Let's just go where he is. We go out, and I meet him on the road halfway in between. And I say, what is it? He says, it was a bear. I put his dogs they're just young dogs. He hasn't been on a whole lot. I think whatever bear we've been on has been this week, and he maybe one more. So I said, so how do you know it was a bear? He goes, it was standing there on the side of the hill. He goes, enough where I had time to get my dogs out and walk them in, and it went over the hill. My dogs went out 400 yards, came back. I said, well, he goes, I'll go show you where it is. We went back right where it is. He says it was right there. I let Dirty out, and I let Yucky out. And Dirty goes up there and just kind of smells around like, it's only been like probably 45 minutes. And then Yucky goes up. And no one gets kind of excited. I said, let Vodka out. Vodka comes up. I got Lucy running around.
How many dogs do you got?
9. I had 9. Well, I had 10, including Stinker.
Can't keep up with all the names.
So I go, and all of a sudden Yucky goes up, and I'm like, well, Yucky's out there a little bit. Yucky's kind of my up-and-coming replacement for Dirty. So I've been kind of pushing him a lot. He goes up, he goes out, about 130 yards. I hear him, brrr. I'm like, I'm not real sure to trust him yet, even though he's treated a lot of bear by himself every time he goes out. So I said, well, we'll see what happens. He goes out. Dirty walks back to the truck with me. And Dirty's kind of looking, like hearing. And I say, man, Yucky's treed 200 yards away. And then Dirty is already kind of moseying that way. Vodka's moseying that way. Next thing I know, they're all treed. There's no way we just came off a tree. I said, there's no way we treed this bear in 200 yards after you just walked in with your dogs. You would think a bear would run off. I get in the truck, I go around the corner, and sure as heck, there's a bear in the tree. So I let all the dogs out to beautiful chocolate. Beautiful chocolate. I mean, it's gorgeous. In the tallest tree I can imagine. I mean, this thing's like... So,
man, was I right on cue or what?
I know, it's perfect. So for a long time, 30 minutes, I got binoculars, and I'm trying to make this a boar. And it finally stands, and I look up, and I see 2 little danglies. I'm like, that's a boar.
2 little danglies.
I'm like, look, I said, you could see white spots. You can see the white spot where the wiener is. Look, I'm trying to get the undercover to look. He's like, man, it's the clouds are crazy.
You made that into a boar. You wanted it to be a boar so bad.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I did. I even said, look. He's like, and it's just she's really dark and hairy. And so I said, that's a boar. That's a boar.
Really dark and hairy. I met her before.
Yeah, we all have had that one. And so I let Lyndon shoot it, but we can't get in a spot. We cannot get into a spot because he has to point so far up in the air and stabilizing where you're trying to hold. And he's 10, and he's shooting my lever action 45. We finally get a spot after finally getting him just perfect. And he shoots, and undercover goes, oh, he's down. He's gonna go down. And it didn't. He went up and stood there. I'm like, dang it, what the hell? What had happened is the first shot hit a little high and hit under his spine, clipped his spine. So it dropped him like this, and she like stood there for a second. Spoiled kid. Look, Louisiana honey. He told me that today, and I said, they're not spoiled. They're all little bears. So we finally get to a second spot because she moved. She kept moving. And he goes, I said, what was that? He said, give me that gun. I said, cock another one in. What was that? And he cocked it. I'm like, did you cock one in or what? He goes, yeah, I cocked another one in. I levered it in. I go to cock another one in. And it stops. I reload, and I have a progressive, and I missed a damn bullet of powder. I think there was no powder to the primer shot. I had to take my whip antenna and pop that bullet out and get another bullet in. And then it took us another 20 minutes to get a good spot. This time he shot it, long shot. almost got the heart. Like I'm talking right there. It would have been but it did drop. He drops. Oh, God. Yep, that's the one. That's Helado. He's a young dog.
If I can get it all on the screen at one time.
Man, just gorgeous. This bear was, I'd be honest, like if I knew it was a sow, I probably might have still shot it. There you go.
There, that's good.
That thing probably don't look super big right there. It's probably 2.
Here, I got another picture. I have another picture where it looks real big, but I think you could have
No, that's the other one.
Oh, okay. We're not ready for that one yet.
That's Trevor. That's the one I got today. So, undercover goes, well, here's the truth. You know, now you know what it is. And I opened, and it was a damn sow. That's only twice in my life that I've misgendered. So, but it was good. It was all even. Undercover goes, well, it's a legal bear. I said, yeah, but I kind of talk a lot of shit about sows. But, and this is no lie.
We call that being a hypocrite.
Oh, I got called it.
That was just a sign of the times. That's just how things are today. You never know.
I had a message, and the guy asked me.
Yeah, you can't tell by looking at him anymore.
No. Well, you see how blocky that head was? The head was blocky. When I walked up, I said, that's a boar. I guarantee. You know, like Benny guarantees the undercovers.
Ah, dang it. Sorry, guys.
So I was a little butthurt about it. Nice thick muzzle.
Yeah, that's a pretty bear. Real pretty bear.
So I did get a message last night, and a guy asked me if it was a boar. I said, no. I said, it was a boar. It's a boar on the tree, but when it hit the ground, the balls fell off. I don't know where they went. So, but he kind of called me hypocrite, and he sent me a clip of my one of our shows when I'm telling people not to shoot sows, and I had to.
I was going to say,
hey, man.
I was going to say, I wish I could. I should have taken the clip of one of our episodes where you were complaining about people closing down the unit, killing sows.
That was me. Hey, to be honest, I told you guys I was going to go kill a sow and shut down a unit. I think I said that last week. So I went to the dark side, I guess.
So what about these other bears? What? Tell me. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Well, out of the 100 bears I've treed probably since.
How come they're coming
that's
through
Trevor.
so stinking big?
That's just how it's coming. I've only killed since 2010. I've only killed 3 sows. 2 on accident, 1 on purpose. But I'm not out there killing everything.
That's a nice looking bear.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Big old snout on him. How was his teeth?
Rotted out.
Yeah.
He was an older one.
You can tell
it wasn't a really
face.
big bear. To err is human. I think if I had seen that was a sow, I didn't see nipples either. I was really looking. She got up there, spread her legs, and I should have took a picture when I opened her up. She had 2 big clumps of hair and like a happy trail, and it had like a leaf on the end of it, a little white leaf. It looked like the end of a wiener. Oh well. So everybody can be mad at me, and I hope I closed the unit down. I don't think I closed it down, but
is there a lot of other bear hunters in that area?
There was a couple, not a whole lot. Some of the normals, a couple guys that hunt there. You know,
were they catching bears too?
I heard they were. Maybe in the wrong unit, but I heard they were. So, and then today, everybody went home, and today I got a rig, and they treed 400 yards away. And it was probably about 400 yards from that gut pile. I think that old bear was coming in, eating that one's gut pile. So.
Let's see. I think I have a video that you sent me here. If I can get it loaded up here.
So today was kind of an easy one. Yeah.
So let me see if I can do this right.
I had Stinker on squirrels, and man, Stinker's crazy. When them bears hit the ground, she goes in hard. I didn't think she would.
Sit on his butt.
Oh, yucky?
Is that yucky?
Oh, that stupid dog runs and jumps about 15 feet in the damn air. I've been getting him
Does
to
he?
stop doing that.
I like that Hoover dog I had, was just a sit on his butt tree dog. Benny, what have you? Are you done with your stories? You got more to tell?
I think so. That's it. We got that bear. We went home. We went to camp. We loaded up. Came home. They're butchering it right now. I got the 2 10-year-olds. I'm like, you wanted to hunt them, and we're gonna bottle as much, probably most of it, bottle and stew.
Can
For you people that don't know what bottling is.
Benny, what have you been up to?
Working too much.
Man, you've been working in that gravel pit, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm over in a sand pit now trying to build a sand pit. I was on the blade again all day today, and all those knuckleheads run that blade with the air conditioner on. It's all closed up, and I think they smoke 5 or 6 packs of cigarettes an hour. So I ran with it half of the day open. So I was fighting the cigarette smoke and the dirt too. But it is.
What's the weather like over there? Is it still pretty hot?
Yeah, it was 91 today. I think Wednesday it's supposed to drop out and get cold.
What is that behind you, Benny? That's Benny's character right there.
That is
If you look close at it, it looks just like Benny.
that is a present from the guys that don't show up anymore.
Yeah, he hasn't been on here for a while. I wonder what happened. He sent me a video of him working with his dogs, training them. But
Who's that, Wayne?
yeah,
Yeah,
Bisbee.
Wayne Bisbee.
His daughter was on here. She's been on here. Little Houndsman or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, if everybody's done with their stories.
Yeah, Brett, that's a good one.
Well, I am. Hang on. I started looking for land again. I found a piece of property at Peoples Valley, Arizona that I'm interested in, and I got a realtor looking into what my place is worth here. So maybe by a year I could be living in Arizona.
So you're trying to move back home.
Yep.
Spend the rest of your life back in Arizona.
Yep.
Go bear hunting with Chris.
There you go.
Carrie Lake needs some help.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
I think Mr. Smith has been helping her quite a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, I need to go see Mr. Smith.
I was supposed
Tyler
to.
called me.
Oh, Clump?
Yeah.
What's he been up to?
He's just being Tyler. You know, there's not much slowdown in that guy. He's wound up.
No. He goes and goes, don't he?
Yeah.
That was the first time we've seen him. He's jumped on that old bay horse and took off 90 miles an hour down the road. And then here he come back. Taking the fresh out of him. Those bears
So anyway, yeah, I've just been working too much, and in the meantime, I'm looking for property and trying to figure out what this. A guy I saw last week said that he lives over in Hobbs. He said that there's a lot of guys he knows looking for old classic hot rods. Did I know any? I said, yeah, I got 2 right here at the house. I'm going to sell them both. I got a 65 Super Sport Malibu and a 64 GTO. So we'll see. Maybe that'll help out too.
I bet that GTO is worth some money, isn't it?
My insurance company says it's worth $53,000.
No kidding. Have you done some internet searches to see what they're selling for?
No, it's hard to find. There's a lot of fake ones out there. They they clone them, and it's just the same thing as always. It depends on the two people get together. If you get the right person that's looking for something and I'm not trying to make a killing on it. I just need to make some money off of the deal.
No, I understand. Totally understand. Well, I had a week. I tell you what now. First, I went up to, I'd made a video about it up this canyon, and there's a ton of bears in there. And I took my female dogs, and they won't hardly run a bear, except I have Suki, this young dog, and she'll run just about anything. Is all I could do to keep her off the bears. I mean, there's bear crap up and down that canyon everywhere. They'd been in the prickly
Where'd you
pear
go, Brett?
up by my old camp.
Did you go? Did you have to go get anything up there at what's the name of that little town that on the ladder ranch?
Well, no, that happened later in the week. I just
Okay.
went up that canyon just to go up there. I just wanted to make another. I took a metal detector up there because I just wanted to see what I found. And I found a few things. Found a little ring and some stuff, but it was kind of
That
interesting.
horseshoe ring was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised I found it. And then that little brass cap. Everybody says that's a top to a pot pipe. I'd never seen anything like that. But anyway, some guy made a comment on my video, said that's a top to a pot pipe. Don't ask me how I know. But, and then Mike Root had called me the week before, and he has a contract. I think I said this on the last deal, but he has a contract with the Forest Service to haul in gear for the trail crews. He was hauling in T-posts most of the and fencing material most of the summer. And then he also had the contract. He hauls in the gear for the trail crew, the shovels and the picks and all that stuff they use, and the loppers and all that stuff. And there was a crew way up the Animas all the way to Water Canyon, which is about 15-mile ride into the wilderness. And he had some elk hunters coming in, so he was busy guiding. And he asked me, he knew I knew the country, and he called me and asked me. He said, "Do you think you could come up here and pack this gear out for these guys?" And I didn't tell him I could right away because I had some other things come up, and then I decided I had time, so I called him and said, "Sure, I'll be up there." So I went up there Wednesday night, I guess it was Wednesday night, and spent the night, and then the next day we loaded out and went in 15 miles. Me and 6 mules, saddle mule and 5 pack mules. I took my mule so I could carry my gear, my pack mule, and then I took 4 of his mules with empty panniers on them, and went in 15 miles there. And I spent the night up in there with that trail crew, and then packed out the next morning and came out. And let me tell you what, now I got a lot of respect for those packers that those professional packers that do that for a living. That is nothing but work. Let me tell you, it's hard. I made a little video. You guys want to see it?
Shouldn't you be queuing that video up about right now?
Yeah, if you guys want to see it. Now, if you got to know Mike Root. If you got to watch my interview where I sat down and interviewed Mike Root, this guy's, he's something else. I have all the respect in the world for this guy. He's as tough as they come. And I don't know how old he is. He's probably about 66, 67 years old. But
still going
strong. He was Special Forces guy. He was
wasn't he an Army Ranger?
Yeah, Ranger, Special Forces. He told stories about them jumping out of helicopters into the ocean and doing all kinds of pretty cool stuff. But anyway, I'm going to have the video coming out on my other channel, but I just took some clips because I thought it was interesting. I wanted to share some that I had of Mike Root, and then of my little pack trip going in and out. So I made a little, what would you call it? Little teaser, little trailer. teaser trailer, something like that.
What do you use this for?
Going over the sawbuck to keep you coming back at the end of the day, and you're trotting down the trail. You know how them paniards.
Yeah.
And then you hit a branch, so they can come on. You know, you get back to camp and you're missing one. This keeps.
Just locks it down.
Yeah. So if you want to put that over, I'll cut another one. And you know, see them long ones? I use them when I put the elk horns on. I button it down where I don't use rope. I just bungee them elk horns on.
Straight
that
down.
Way going through the brush.
You bungee them down to
the sawbuck down top. You know what I mean? Like the horns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. I say that old inner tube. I say that old inner tube for building a fire. In the wet weather, you can build a fire with that inner tube. How inner tube? Rubber burns.
Tire burns.
And you just keep this and get a lighter under it and throw it and start adding wood to it. Okay, you got to be in packing. Let me cut this one straight again. You got to be what they call innovative. Yeah, I get my wife to rub my head every night. And it used to be, you know, when hey, don't film this.
The lion track. You know, I got a lot of respect for those professional packers that take those big long pack trains in. I tell you what, it's nothing but work.
I was worn smooth out, guys. I mean, I was tired. There was roughly around 32-mile round trip, and I didn't get to the camp till their camp until right at dark, and then I got back fairly early because we got loaded out. They helped me load the panniers and everything. Real good trail crew, real good guys. I thought they'd be a bunch of greenies, and they probably were a little green, but they were nice kids. Yeah, nice young people. There was a couple girls. I'll tell you what, this one girl, she left maybe 5 minutes before me with that mule train. And when I got to the Forest Service trucks where they had parked, she was sitting under a tree eating Pringles. I said, how did you get here so fast? I thought she knew another shortcut or something I didn't know about. She said, no, I go fast or I don't go at all. Of course, she was only about that big around. She was probably tougher than hell. She was something else now. She was tough.
Well, when you're in shape, you can outwalk those mules.
Yeah, when you're leading that. And these pack mules, I've kind of felt sorry for Bonnie, my saddle mule, because those pack mules were worn out. I mean, they were tired. Mike had been using them all summer. And, of course, Bonnie, she's a walker now. She steps out, and she wanted to travel, and she had to drag them along. But it was an experience. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to contract it. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't want to do that, you know.
Every day, every
week, you know. It's a lot of work, you know. But it was a good experience for me. I'd never packed a long pack train like that, but it wasn't a problem. I mean, I didn't have too many mishaps. I didn't wrap any trees or anything like that, or I did break.
Well, and you're going with other mules, not mules you know either.
Yeah,
you got that little bit of anxiety of like someone else's property and how they going to act.
Yeah, and
you know what Mike calls probably gentle might not be your gentle so much.
Well, I asked him. I said, is there any quirks or anything I need to know about these mules? Any of them kick or anything? He's, just the way Mike talks. Oh, okay. yeah, whatever. You know, I said nothing.
Just go, Brett. Let's go.
I said, because usually when we tie mules together, we use a hay string. That way, if you do if a mule in the back or 3 mules back has a wreck, that hay string will break and it doesn't pull your whole train down. Now, Mike, I mean, they're tied together.
Chain.
I mean, they're solid.
Chain with the piercing under the tail.
Could you imagine Mike and Dickerson sitting down and having a conversation the way both of them are? I mean, it'd just be a hoot.
Oh, that'd be nice listening, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But Yeah, that was my week, and I'm still trying to recover.
Hmm.
But it was fun. It was fun. I like to pack. I like to pack. I love to pack. I love to go into the wilderness, but I like to carry all my stuff on one mule, and just have my saddle mule and one pack mule, and I still pack pretty light. I don't pack any. I mean, I have comforts. I carry some comforts that backpackers don't carry. But
Like a jet boil.
yeah, now I got a fire maple. Uh, I have my jet boils. I carry a boil usually on my saddle all the time, in case I have a need for some caffeine and some little coffees, instant coffees.
Rick Cooley says they need those mules in North Carolina and Tennessee. What's
So I
that
just
guy's name, Brett?
Save
Um,
save the allies is the guys that I was turned on to. He's the guy that was in Afghanistan and helped get everybody out after they had that blow up, and they just pulled left everybody hanging. The government did, and then he went over there to was it North Carolina or South Carolina, whatever, and he'd been helping over there. He was one of the first ones in there with his group, and I had a friend of mine that's an insurance adjuster, and he was over there, and he called me, and he said, "Man," he said, "Dude, it's bad." He said, "It's bad. He told me, he said, "You got a pretty big platform. See what you can do." And then I thought, well, I can't go
well,
just ask people, if I'm not willing to do anything. I hate to ask anybody else. Yeah, somebody else should volunteer to go help. So I went to
well,
their Save the Allies website, and they got a form you can fill out. And I filled out the form, said I got mules, and I'm willing to go over there and help. If you could, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'd drive over there, I'd be lost. And I said
so
I'd be willing to help, and I haven't heard
you
back
know,
from them yet.
I was talking to Till Jones, and he said they got so much stuff. It's not even funny what they got, And he said, "Well, would you be willing to, like, if they found a houndsman out there that uh, really needed help, would you be willing to like put all your energy to that guy and get him?" And I said, "Well, yeah, you just gotta let me know what we need to do or what." I
Yeah,
just text him. I just texted him and said, "Any word on help for anyone? Something I can mention on the show." But I think, some of those guys
what
got wiped out where they have nothing and no insurance.
I know it.
So,
It's
but I guess
terrible.
they
on that
got a lot of
Facebook
stuff.
on that Facebook group, Mules of New Mexico, there's a guy that
Max Bishop.
trains mules.
Max Bishop.
That's
Max
Brett's
Bishop and
hero.
Paul Decker are over there now.
Paul Decker can kiss my ass.
I
I'm just
told you.
saying they went, but
It's-
they went this last weekend. They went took a bunch of mules and went over there just to help. I see a lot of those mule trains going up and down through the woods where nobody else can get.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I don't know what Max is doing. I know he went over there. He gathered up a bunch of stuff, and he's going over there. But the ones that I was told from a guy who's over there, and I think from what I've read, Max has a contact over there. You need to have a contact, somebody who can kind of to line you out and show you where to go or what
Sure.
where people are needed. And that's why I was that Mercury One, Glenn Beck's thing. It's called Mercury One. It's I don't know, a nonprofit deal. Contact them, or I was told contact them or Save the Allies. And like I said, I filled out all the paperwork and Save the Allies, and kind of talked to my wife. She of course she frowned, but I said, man, if we don't help, who does? We can't. We're not
so
supposed to depend on the government. I mean, that they're worthless, really.
T.L. Jones said, "I have looked high and low for a specific houndsman to help, but it seems all of them who needed help have gotten it."
Good.
I know he did stuff through his church, so it sounds like they're, I think the locals that are closer than us, I don't mind
It,
sending money,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
as long as and that's why I said I don't. We're hearing back here that there was a couple of issues with money and who sent what, and that's how it is when these catastrophes happen. There's some jerk off punks that take advantage of that, and they'll take the money, they'll take the goods, and you won't see nothing. And I
Oh,
don't
you
want to
mean
get.
like FEMA?
Yeah, they
Like
said
FEMA.
FEMA is worthless.
So
Hmm.
so my brother called me this morning on my way to work and he said, "Hey, on ABC News just now, He says, I see that they just reported that a bunch of those hillbillies over there, or whoever they are, decided that they've had enough of the government, and they got their guns and they're going out looking for FEMA. And FEMA has told all their people to come back and right away because they're so pissed off that the the people that live back there in the woods and the hills are not getting any help from FEMA. FEMA's put a stop to everything, blocked the roads and all.
I
So
heard
they've
they
gone
blocked the
looking for.
roads.
They're supposedly on ABC News this morning. They said that the people that live there are looking for FEMA employees with every intention to cap their ass with their guns.
I heard they was blocking the road, not letting people in, and people was like, "F you," and they're going around them.
That's why. I mean, I would
I
imagine
think
that's
that's how the
why
mules.
you got to have the right contacts to get in. Because
Mhm.
when I talked to Kyle, he said no, they're letting people in. The roads are blocked, but if you're in with the right group, they let you in. But I imagine they have to be fairly careful to keep
Looters.
looters from coming in.
Mhm.
And that's why I think there's certain groups that you could. I mean, if you wanted to help, if you wanted to volunteer, I imagine you could get online and find all the groups that are organizing volunteers to be able to get in there and do something. Lend a helping hand. But
I offered to quit my job and go over there and run some heavy equipment for them and help them clean things up.
they
I
say
think
they were looking for dozer operators and stuff like that. Skid steers. I think that Max Bishop. I think he got a couple skid steers going that direction too. I think I think he's done a good job getting people. And I shouldn't have said that about Paul Dicker. He just pissed me off about talking about lion hunters, and he doesn't know what he acts like he knows what he's talking about. And he don't know nothing about what he's talking about, and he
I
just
think
typical keyboard warrior spouting off what he doesn't know about.
Oh,
Benny
I
would quit his job to
guarantee.
come change my tire, just so he could quit his job.
Benny's been a free man for a long time. I think he kind of resents
Got a buddy lives in
having a
McKellar, and they
regular
said,
job.
Man,
so I got a buddy that lives in Bernardsville,
Here,
North
I'll
Carolina, and they
post
said
it.
3 to 4 weeks to let it die down because most have what they need. Right now, in a lot of area, now it's just the dope heads trying to get. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard back. I filled out the form and everything for that Save the Allies people, and he's got a YouTube channel and everything, and I never heard anything back. So I imagine that they probably got it fairly well under control. I mean, what they can work with at least. But
I
Well,
know
if you
there's going to
guys
be a
need some
need
help,
for.
if they need help, let us know, and we'll put it out
There's going to
there.
be a need for equipment operators for a long time because
oh yeah,
that's a lot of dang wrecks. It's everything's devastated.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
that's a fact.
I could quit my job 6 months from now and still go.
That's a good
Oh,
idea. Rick Cooley
yeah,
says if you're going to give money, give it to the volunteer fire departments down there. Exactly. Local fire departments. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Damn, we can't even. We lost Benny's thumbs up capabilities.
Yeah, Benny.
Right at the end of the show, I'll get on my phone and come on.
We need to have your. Yeah, we got 99 people in here. We need 99 thumbs up, man.
134 for a second there, or 24 or something.
A bunch of looky loos want to look at these social misfits.
Well, I'm
Wow.
undercover. I'm hiding from the undercover. I'm kind
Hey,
of blurred.
I haven't heard from what'd you guys call him?
Knucklehead.
Knucklehead.
I haven't heard from Knucklehead. He's
Well,
I
supposed to.
told you you wouldn't.
I told you he has to get authorized from the agency to do something like this.
I know.
I
He
told
was.
I
you
got to
wouldn't
hang
hear
out
from me.
with my undercover all weekend. I even got a text from his father saying this is undercover's dad. I'm going to take the undercover daughter hunting or something with my undercover cur dog. I said, well, I gave him enough information to take back to his colleague, so we're good to go.
I've been trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to get my Great Pyrenees undercover so he could sneak up on the coyotes, but he's too big.
Oh, hey, speaking of Great Pyrenees, a friend of mine has a female bloodhound that is, well, it's his son that has this female bloodhound, and she comes from working stock, and they can't keep her anymore. So if anybody's
Is she
interested in a female bloodhound, I think she's been a pet. I
Is
don't,
she
you
fit?
know, no, she's full. She's got her baby making.
And I've always wanted to put a little bloodhound back into my hounds. It'd take a few years to get back down there. I don't.
Get
My
down to
dogs
about
are
a
perfect
quarter.
right now. I'm happy with my dogs. I am really happy with my dogs. So they're about to blow up and do something really stupid because they did too good. They all treed Morozny. I got a little dog named Morozny, and she's
You do
tiny.
mushrooms. Do you eat mushrooms?
I
I
eat
I
mushrooms. Yeah,
I eat mushrooms, but I haven't done mushrooms. I've always wanted to do shrooms, but I'm too
I've
scared.
never
I'm
I've
just
never
I'm
done
just
shrooms.
wondering where you come up with all these names, these dog
Oh,
names.
Morozny means like frosty. The mom's name was Frosty. Helado it means frosty, frozen, whatever in Spanish. Morozny is frosty in Ukrainian. I had Dinjin, which was frosty in Korean.
Do
I
you
had
get on the internet and look all this stuff up?
no. Oh
You
yeah,
just know
no,
you
yeah.
know Ukrainian. You speak it.
Yes.
They teach us that in the academy. You have to know all kinds when you're undercover. So, so I went through a spell where I had a litter. So I had a dog named Chinga, Huevos, Leche, uh, Queso. It was all Spanish names. And then I had another litter, and I named it Rock, Tree, Dirt, just whatever.
You know, that makes sense because if you chinga your huevos, your leche will come out like queso.
I think I said it just like that too, didn't I? Gosh dang.
I named that new lurcher dog that I got. I named him Peso. I'm going to train him to ride on top of my pack mule.
Well, did you see that video I sent you of Stinker? Let me tell you about Stinker, Mr. Dandy Florentine. Trying to say my dog is shitty. This dog, I got her on squirrels, and the bitch started jumping out my damn windows when she seen a squirrel. I had to get her to stop. So I'd roll the window halfway up. That stupid dog learned how to roll down my window. She would roll my back window down. God, pissed me off so bad this weekend. But I tell you what, I started a bear, dirty and yucky, ran it backwards a little bit, and then Stinker took off. And I'm all, Stinker, get over here, damn it. She comes back. Here goes Dirt and Yucky, right on that track she was running. I'm like, oh, damn it. Well, she's a bear killing sucker, Dandy Florentine. Bring your yard dog right on over.
He says nobody will understand. Listen to this. I've hired lots of welders in my life. And the only thing I knew about welders is they always laying on their back and asking for more rod. That's what I've always heard.
Yep. Or always playing with somebody's pipe.
Yeah.
So, what kind of pipe? Cast iron pipe? Steel pipe? What, a AR? Come on.
What else do we got?
Question. How old is she? She's talking about Stinker.
Oh, that.
I don't know.
Oh.
Or your dog. How old is your dog?
I don't know. I didn't ask my friend.
Isn't it like?
How old is the bloodhound?
I don't know. I think she's a young dog. She got big, and the only thing I asked, I said, is it from show stock or from working stock? Said it's from working stock, and he said they trained her like she would trail. He would go hide in the forest somewhere or in the park or whatever he said. And he said, and that dog would trail. They have that dog trail him up and find him. So it's trained to trail a little bit. So
I've always wanted a man tracker.
That'd be fun to do if if there was enough demand for it. Yeah, enough demand for it. If you're in an area where, that would be fun. I like to do, I like to watch dogs trail anything really. Chris got a
There's
message. Look at him.
TL. He said, I did have a weird deal happen. I was in town when you inboxed me last week. I stopped by Harbor Freight to look at generators. Oh, I bet you they need generators like crazy out there.
Oh, man, yeah.
A man walked up beside, obviously distressed. He began telling me he moved here recently from Arizona and bought a place on the river. They got flooded out. He needed a generator to run fans to dry the studs out in the gutted house. Told him to pick out what he needed and then took him up front and paid for it with our church debit card.
Oh, cool.
I thought it was strange that a houndsman in Arizona had just contacted me. I wouldn't go as far as calling me houndsman, and then I randomly meet a guy from Arizona who needed help. When you're undercover, you have all the contacts.
You got contact when you are a private investigator.
Oh, I'm the hypocrite. I forgot.
That's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, but you didn't do it good enough.
Good job, TL
unit.
Jones.
The unit didn't shut down though.
No. And I tell you one thing right now is there was a sow killed, right? And I checked on this sow that was.
Who is this dickhead right here? Dandy Florentine. F you too, Brett. You're talking about your friend too.
Don't talk about Benny's welding butter. But
look at the next statement, Brett.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Sorry. You done. Listen, you done. You done made the shit list. So now you're done. You brainwashed. Done. We use a half blue tick and half bloodhound to track inmates.
Too late to apologize.
I was trying to entertain them in some way as I forget. Now we're on you now.
Idiots.
He's already talked crap about Stinker. Didn't I send you that video of Stinker treeing or on my truck?
A squirrel?
Yeah, she was treeing a squirrel right then. Mm-hmm.
Send it to me. I'll make it public.
It's the last one I sent you. You should have got 3 videos in the last one.
Maybe Wayne.
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris. I'm looking at all these people here, and I'm just wondering, maybe Wayne Bisbee's at a tattoo seminar. He must be at a tattoo seminar.
I think he moved. He might not have any internet yet.
Was he going back to Montana?
Yes.
Oh. And then Stinker, she loves to ride the rig. Loves to ride the rig. That tailgate's down, she's on the top box. Period. Except the mornings. In the mornings, she knows I turn my heater on in my truck and start it, and she runs and jumps in the truck. She don't want nothing to do with that rig box.
She's spoiled already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's another. Well, your Lynn's seen some turkey on the 6th row. She thinks there's a squirrel in that tree. Who knows?
Those squirrels can hide, though, can't they?
Oh, man. I seen them go up trees. Nothing to jump from. I cannot find them. You got Stinker down there, but God.
Listen, now he says I wasn't trying to be an asshole, but you said that shit about welders. Let me tell you what now. When you paid welders as much as money as I've had to pay welders.
You hate them all.
Sitting out there drawing, that was back in the day, drawing $58 an hour with a helper and watching the whole crew backfill and compact.
Oh, hell, that was in 1938.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but it was a lot of money back then.
We know Benny's a welder.
And then you needed them so bad that you couldn't just run them off, because if you ran them off, the job shut down. Wasn't like running off a labor.
Everybody needs a welder. Hey, that undercover got him a neat truck. Government paid real good and got him a neat truck. He's driving that Colorado. He likes it. That Chevy Colorado. built him a neat box, or the Game and Fish built him a box or whatever. But
The undercover guy. It was great to see the kids riding on top of the dog
so
box.
Meek's 95. He's a Meekum, and he was out there hunting. And someone said, "Hey, that guy's from Utah, so you know me." I just
You
pull
checked
into
his
his
license. You
I pull in
checked-
his camp, run his plate, see who he is, make sure, you know. And he tells me his name's Eric, right? So then later I see Chris Meekum, and I'm like, damn, I swear he told me Eric. The only time I ever remember a name. Then come to find out his wife is Chris. I'm like, yeah, you just confused the shit out of me just now. I thought I remembered a name, and then you tell me it's Chris, but Chris is his wife, and he uses, yeah. They were down there hunting.
That's undercover right there.
Yep. Yeah, maybe they're undercover.
Got to be
Dropping
careful.
that Meekum. Yep.
That acceptable hound name.
That undercover guy he built his dog box. And he put a water tank in front of it, and it had a little pump on it and everything. He's all cool.
My new dog box has a water tank. I got it from Old South dog boxes, so it'll probably leak.
Hey, maybe if you knew a good welder.
Yeah, if I
There
knew
ain't none on this show.
a good aluminum
None on
welder.
this show.
I'll call
Dandy
Dandy.
don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Dandy Florentine. And now, is that really his name?
No, it's Sonny
Yes.
Passmore, remember?
Sonny Passmore. Oh, Dandy Florentine. Okay. I don't
Yeah, it's
talk
supposed
about
to be Danny Florentine. Or...
talk about undercover.
All God's children need a welder. No, all God's children need someone who knows how to weld. They don't have to be a welder. I'm not a welder, but I can weld.
That's it. I can weld. It don't mean,
And you know what Cody Lynn did? First thing I said, you build that dog box? And he said, yeah. Here goes Cody Lynn.
Looking at the welds. That's the way they are.
What are those little holes called in there, Benny? When you got a little hole in a weld. Yeah, no, there's a name for it. What is it, Benny?
Veracity.
Yeah,
Veracity.
he comes up and says, "Oh, I was looking at my dog box and found some veracity in there." And she's all, "Yeah, I would have found it." So a lot of
when I was welding, when I quit, I was $85 an hour chasing rigs or $100 an hour doing pipeline and plants. But when I had to weld cast iron, aluminum, or stainless, I doubled it.
You have to heat cast iron, right? That's stinker.
Yes.
That's how great stinker is. Look how dirty my kid's face is. They're so dirty there. Ariel's gonna be mad because I put her face on the internet. There she is, riding in the front seat. She won't let Ariel, my wife, sit next to me. She'll sit right between us. Yep. But when Ariel leaves, when I'm in my cot, I got a double cot and a big sleeping bag, and I get like, I don't know, about what, 4 to 6 inches of it, and Ariel takes the rest. When she leaves, Stinker just climbs right in there, keeps me warm at night. But that's what I did. Chase squirrels, turkeys, and bears. Good time.
And Brett took somebody else's donkeys and took them for a ride.
Yeah.
Hey, how come you look at that? You unblurred me.
Oh, maybe.
Hell, now I'll be recognizable.
I have no idea how I did it.
You blurred everybody just now.
Well, I blurred that message. I when you put up, see, I don't know this program very good. When I put up a message, I seen a little edit thing on there, and I wanted to do some kind of fancy little edit for Dandy Florentine, and and I pushed a button and it cleared Benny up. Who knows? Maybe it's a welder's thing. I don't know.
Now you don't know now everybody knows what he looks like because we blurred him because he's undercover.
Let's quit talking about welding. It brings back bad memories for me.
Look, this is a welding forum. No, this is just where we talk crap about porosity. This is just where we talk about welders. You come look at my dog box, and you can see where I started with my Lincoln, and then maybe jumped over to my Oh, dang it. Red one. Not a Lincoln. It's a no. There's a I
Cracker
can't remember the
box?
name. I got two of them. No, it's a wire feed, but it
Miller.
and then those pissed me off real bad, real bad. And I went to my Harbor Freight one and finished welding.
Oh, hey, we better get back to hounds. Let's get off the welding. Uh, I talked to
Good
the
job, Dandy.
I talked to the man today. He didn't give me permission to use his name, but I talked to the man today who bought that high selling hound at
I talked to him 2 days ago.
yeah, he's really proud of that dog. He's
Good.
really done well. He's going to take him and have straws drawn on him. So he'll have, the guy knows what he's doing when it comes to that. I mean, he was a greyhound man, so he's going to have the straws drawn on him and everything. He's got a plan. And that he said the dog's doing really good, so that's good. That's really good. And he says the two dogs I sold him are doing really good too, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. I think I gave him one and sold him one. I'm not much on selling dogs.
Hey, that blue tick. So you had the one Cody Lynn got, the red tick, and you got one that
that other little girl.
Tierra.
One from
Ranger. They
one
named it
from
Ranger.
Calvin.
He's no, that dog died. Not mine. Theirs. Got parvo and had worms like crazy. Right coming out of his. Threw them all up. I don't know. Maybe ate something somewhere. I don't know.
They get them.
Or Tierra just killed it. I'll just say I just gave her crap for killing it. Ours is doing good. She calls her Mooney, and she rode that box. Well, driving down the road, and I thought my kids dropped a
You mean
jacket
one of the dogs that they took from me or they got from me?
No, Calvin's. The two little blue ticks, right? For one.
Okay.
But one of the dogs, Ranger, he's doing really good. He's wanting to really work. He's I think he's working everything, but he's going with the dogs. Him and another stupid dog they have that I don't like. They told him not to get. They had a big bear race. This is what happened. My dad shows up chasing a bear. I finished the race. I didn't have to do nothing. I just told him, you guys find me another bear I can run. And look, Tierra, stop. Murderer. Dog murderer.
Let's see if Benny clears up now. No, he's blurry again. Look at that.
I think it's his internet. It's just Benny. You should do a speed test right now, and I bet you your upload is only about 2, 3. So Ranger did good.
Benny,
actually.
as mean as Benny looks, they want to make it blurry.
Yeah, but Tierra will probably ruin Ranger. So I'm just saying that. But Cowboy's real
Ranger.
shy.
But Ranger's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he actually is doing pretty good.
Good. But
So
you're wasting
they started
him.
a bear.
He's bred to be a cat dog.
Well, he was running bear this weekend. So you send something to Arizona, we're running bear, North Arizona. But they started a bear, and I get a call, and she says, hey, we're on a bear, and Snoopy's either ran it backwards. That's the dog I gave him. So they was having a hard time, and if they would have just went up the road, I swear 100 yards, they would have known that bear hit that road and went up. So we tried to pick it back up, but I think it hit the res. I dropped them all off, and Cody Lynn and some dogs, and Tierra went with them. So yeah, that's what we did.
Man, our temperatures are supposed to drop about 8 days from now. The high is only going to be like 72.
Man,
I'm looking so forward to that. It's
when
I did that pack trip, I mean, that was one of the reasons that wore me smooth out. I mean,
heat.
Oh, it got so hot, even in that high country, and probably where we spent the night was right at 7,000 feet elevation. But coming out, it was 90 something degrees hot. I couldn't even light my cigar. It's so dry up there. You would have started a fire. I mean, it was terrible, really.
It's dry here. We haven't got no rain. There's no water. Those bears are kind of hanging around water, but you hit those ponds in the middle of nowhere and you're not seeing bear tracks. And you're like, God, where are they getting water?
Man, you load up your dogs and come over here. I mean, we got a ton of bears, Chris. You need to come show me how to catch a bear.
They're tuned up now. Man, Man, that rig this morning, and Dirty's he's almost 11. He's been in some dirty chases. He's had a rough career. Like my buddy was down in globe hunting, and he caught a massive bear. I can't show. I'd have to ask him, but he got a pretty good bear. And that's tough country down there. I mean, globe is horrible country, and I think he told me today, he goes, I don't know if I'm gonna go back. I told him, I said, if you go to globe, you have to. And if you take a mule, you can't have bear dogs in globe if you're going to hunt lions, because it's tough country. When they take a bear and you're trying to catch them on a mule, that's what happened to me and Kyle last year. We got in a bad spot, and we ran out of water. I mean, and I gave my dogs my water, and I still didn't have them. I was drinking water out of my crappy barrels when I got back. What is that stuff you get? Distilled? What is it? When you drink water from stagnant?
Dysentery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem up at camp, is running bears up there. You just can't get around hardly. Well, Benny's been up there. It's terrible to run a bear up there unless you know, every now and then you get a fat lazy one, you tree him fast. And I caught quite a few when I was up there, but after a while I always tried to break my dogs off of them. I told that story before. I had that one little female that got swatted by a bear. And after that, she decided she didn't want to run bears. I spayed her and I ran her with everything. And if she came back to me, I toned all those other dogs back to me. I didn't. She'd run a lion, but she wouldn't run a bear. So I kind of got my dogs bent. Now these terrorists I got, they've never been broke off bears. They've never been broke off javelina or nothing.
Just let them go.
No, I say that. I joke like that, but they really won't run a javelina. I jumped a bunch of javelina the other day, and they didn't mess with them.
Man, I
Chris,
was good.
It's supposed to cool down over there at your place, isn't it? The Friday they're supposed to get some snow flurries on the rim.
I heard that. Someone brought that up, but man, after these last few days, it's been kind of.
Now this guy's starting to. Oh, just.
Hey, I didn't recognize you either, Brett.
He knows how.
You didn't have.
He knows how to get to me.
You didn't have he was in pants and a shirt, and I said, what the hell?
What do you mean? When was I in shorts, though?
In your last video.
Was I in shorts?
No, you were in just pants. You weren't in.
Oh, I had jeans on. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have your.
I had jeans on. I know. I
It looks a little strange. Jesus, all my dogs are coming in the trailer.
I got a lot of women watch my channel, so I have to. I decide I better look
start
decent.
dressing it up.
Yeah, you never know. Hollywood might call and say, "Hey, we got a starring role for you here, but you're gonna have
maybe
to
Wrangler shirts. Maybe Wrangler shirts will sponsor you."
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Had dinner with the family, and I've been gone for almost 2 weeks. If we didn't get that bear today, I took my kid out of school today. If we didn't get that bear today, we were going to stay another night until we got it. So, up above.
No Gal Peak. Where's that?
Over there by Capitan, isn't it?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Hey, where you want to go bear hunt? Is there a lot of roads?
You know what? If you wanted to go, we'd go up on the northern end of the. I got sidetracked here.
Why? Because he said you looked really nice in jeans?
Yeah, and that's a real pretty girl.
Jeremiah was a
bullfrog.
Well, hey, maybe it is a girl.
You can't ever pick your name. I mean, anyway, where I wanted to go was up north, where we could. Heck, I'd take my buggy. We could ride around the buggy. We didn't have to do it on mules. We'd go to some places where. Like all those other guys hunt on buggies or whatever.
Yeah,
set up a camp, take your camp, and set up a camp, and do it for 4 or 5 days. Come back, and we'll share the videos on our live here.
Yep.
See if we can catch something.
Dogs did good. I'm just gonna brag about them while they're doing good, because they're not gonna do good. Probably.
I got to put that up. I got to put that up. See.
Oh, look at the picture. Goodness.
See?
Jeremiah with the bullfrog. I don't know. What does that mean?
That's an old song. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
No, let me send you this dog. Let me send you this video that she's probably gonna ruin. This dog. Oh, trying to
I
it
get
to
my
you.
chest all popped out now.
Here's your dog. Here's Ranger. Ranger on a tree.
Send it to me.
It's coming. It's coming. What's up, guys? Oh, my dog came in my trailer. It's a coming.
Is it this video here?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get it.
What are you doing, girl? Oh, good girl. Intermission. Gosh dang, I got 3 dogs in my trailer now.
I don't know if it'll work like this. Let me see.
2 pit
Sorry,
bulls
guys.
and a Catahoula. Is it going?
Yeah, I just got to figure out how to get it on here right. So take over, Benny. Tell us a good story. Tell them a good story.
Back in 76, we had 716 rod, and that's all we used on anything. That's it. No 6011, nothing. Sometimes we would just wrap some steel rod with dip it in some tool dip and use it.
Hey, I built a set of headers for a small block Chevy and a 54 Chevy pickup with a coat hanger for the rod, oxygen and acetylene.
Let me rabbit hole. I had a 76 Plymouth Scamp 6-cylinder Super 6. Came out of a circle track car. I cut the manifold, put a 4-barrel on it, had it sucked down into my head.
What was in the
Not
tree?
a bear dog.
Bear?
Gosh, go get on. Yeah, it was a bear. Little female we let go. So I don't shoot them all, guys. I don't shoot them all.
Well, that's what a lot of people don't realize. I don't know how many people in here are hound hunters, or not hound hunters. Well, I think the majority of them are hound hunters, but you tree something, you look at it, take some video, take a picture, call your dogs, release your dogs, and leave it there, and it can go reproduce and get bigger or be alive to run another day.
Well, I told that guy. I said I got a girl, Christina. What's her name? Palin. I don't know. Christina. She it's new now, but she got married. I took her. She's missing a foot. Like I took her up a big old mountain. We had a big old sow, and I kind of regret not shooting that sow. But I'm like, man, that's a healthy sow. You know, the teeth were all good. That sow I killed. I bet you it's 46 years old. Her front teeth were a little wore out. But doesn't matter. But I'm not a real hound.
Hey, Benny, I forgot to tell you, I ran into your daughter up there in the mountains, not at Mike Roots, but the trip I made the day before.
Yeah, you never know where you find her. She rims around.
She was up there with, I guess, her significant other, and
her husband.
He didn't say anything to me. Is he kind of bashful?
Yeah, he's worse. He's worse than you.
Introverted.
Yes.
What's the latest with Colorado? I don't think we know nothing on Colorado. I know they're pushing a lot of commercials. I've seen Dan on a lot of stuff talking. I need to share more. Man, Instagram, I forget about it. I'm sorry. CRWM, I'm not used to Instagram. I hardly get on Facebook.
I started an Interview Stories and Tales Facebook page just because I got a lot of those old newspaper articles, and I really enjoy, what's that guy's name? Cody Stemler? How do you say his last name? Stmialer. He has, and he shares a bunch of old pictures, really cool stuff. And I got all these old newspaper articles of these old lion hunters and stuff, and I started sharing some of that on that page. And just because I think it's real interesting. I love to
Yeah,
read those old stories.
Let me see if he sent me. Whose email did you send that to there? E. Anderson? Mine or Brett's? Justin Griffith? I'm looking to see if someone sent me an email.
Uh,
I don't know. I'm checking my email too. See, there's a lag. There's a lag on this. So what they type is what they've heard earlier, and I think it takes a while to get here.
oh, here you go. Bear by No Gal. I got it. Size that bear, Chris.
They see how big the ears are.
Look at the ears.
I don't know, 150.
How about the width?
The
between
belly's
them?
not hanging. I don't know. I think it's a small little bear. But if you take a good picture at a good angle, you can make it a big bear. I sent a picture. Shoot. Let me send you this picture I put on Arizona Bear Hunter, because you know how they always set people way back? Well, I did that. Let me find it. I did it on my first son, not the second son. Let me see. It's kind of a funny picture. And then I said, is this how you're supposed to do it? And one guy got on there and said, yeah, except you had the grass in front of the bear's face. And I did. But I was just
Is that
being
one
funny.
picture you sent me?
I just sent it again, so you don't have to look for it. It's a good page, Brett.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
I just sent it to you.
Should get it soon.
Intermission. Do 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 do.
I need to get another
do
sound here. I don't have it.
We need to play. We need to get some intermission music. We're waiting on pictures to come through. Anybody else have any videos or pictures? Send them over.
Yeah,
Send them to Benny's cell phone number, which is 505. It's his personal one. You don't answer till after midnight.
Yeah, don't send it until after midnight.
Oh, Benny, have you heard of the Arizona 134? What do they call those? Proposition 134?
I've heard. I don't know what it is, Chris. I've just heard little.
Let me find
bits.
it. I screenshotted it. Man, I took my boy. We went and free casted, and I took Trevor, and he had to walk. And we walked up some crap, and that poor kid, he hung with me. He says, I turned around and I said, you didn't think your dad was so fat and can move so fast, can move so fast, did you? No. I thought I screenshotted it. I posted it on my Facebook. I'm looking. I made some good squirrel and dumplings.
I saw that.
Anyway, oh, here it is. Proposition 134. This amendment will change. Stop it. Get away. Oh my God. This amendment will change the state constitution to make it nearly impossible for voters to put ballot initiatives on the ballot. Arizona already has exceedingly strict signature requirements for citizen initiatives when compared to the rest of the country. This amendment will change the state constitution to make it nearly impossible for voters to put ballot initiatives on the ballot by establishing minimum signature requirements for each legislative district in the state. Due to these requirements, Prop 134 means that even if a citizen initiative receives over 1 million signatures, a tiny area in the state could refuse to sign and thereby invalidate the 1 million other Arizona signatures. Even worse, Prop 134 does not make it any harder for politicians to put initiatives on the ballot. They can continue to do so with a simple majority. My phone's cracked. I can't read the rest.
They've got
Anyways,
to cut the people out.
so, and they're trying to get you to say no on this. They're trying to vote no on this. But so if the cat people come in and said, we got 1 million signatures, and one little section of the state says no. Now, and I also just found out, I'm going to talk about this Wednesday. I have Jason Rutter coming on from Arizona or New Mexico Hounds Association. I asked him if you guys were a right to hunt state, and he said they tried that and it didn't pass. So they're not. Everybody thinks they're coming after Arizona or Nevada. There was some stuff that popped up in Nevada that, or someone, I'll probably, Jared knows about it. That's going to be on Wednesday too, but, and everybody thinks they're coming after Nevada next.
You need to send me your logo, Chris.
I think they're coming after Arizona next.
I don't know. Not with Chris Watson in town, they're not.
I wonder why those pictures are coming out so big.
Oh, so I said, hey, we got to take a good picture. So I set them back just a little ways.
You could have moved him. The trees aren't there for a ways back. You could have set him further.
I know.
back.
I could have moved him way back there and then did a different angle. Shoot, look how small he is, that bear now. That's a 400 or 500 pound bear, fellers.
I don't
the
know.
First picture is only a 220 pound, 230 pound bear, but now
it might not be that big, but that's a pretty bear right there.
It's over 200 pounds. I know that. Trust me.
That's a nice bear.
It was a very pretty bear. And now, and then the second kid got a black bear, and he's like, mine's bigger. Trevor's like, well, mine tastes better. The big fight going on right now. They should be in my house right now.
Competition.
Butchering it. I said, okay, we got the small bears out of the way. Like, we got these, a good first bear. You're 10 years old. I said, from now on, it's going to be a boar, and it's going to be big. So, yep.
Cool.
It's so fun to take kids out. And I'm going to tell you what, they're badass little sons of guns until you throw that rifle in their hand and they're freaking out. This is their first big game that they're hunted. And we barely made the deadline. They barely got their blue cards,
And it's a bear.
And it's a bear. We had 2 tags. We had turkey and we had bear. And we just couldn't get on a turkey. And these turkey weren't very those toms we seen, I don't know, 15 feet from the truck, just walking away. Wrong unit, but walking away. So, I don't.
You got to haze them.
Trust me, that we were too far in the unit, or we ran down the line. I said, if they go that way, maybe I'll go for a walk that way and then send them back this way.
That's why you need to have your mule. Say, hold on, let me saddle up. Run around them.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to
herd them back in there.
The funnest I've hunted on a horse or mule, as a horse, I had a Peruvian Paso. And I was down on the border and we was deer hunting, archery deer hunting on our horses. It's so fun.
Not with a Peruvian Paso. They
150
kick all the
pound
rocks
plus.
out of the trail.
Look at Dandy. Dandy knows how. Boy, Dandy's trying to push everybody's button tonight.
6 copperhead snakes pointed out and taken care of around home. We're up to 8 copperheads here. She stays back a couple feet, and if a dog does that for you, it will be appreciated, believe me. Cool.
Well, I don't have copperheads. I ain't got rattlesnakes up here. Not
you
too
don't
many.
have any rattlesnakes?
Every once. I've only seen one. I've only seen one up here.
Our
That's a little high.
Our rattlesnake population is way down. Because usually by
Why
this
do
time,
you think? Do you think it's because you got no rain and they're not getting flooded out?
maybe
They're there.
something. I mean, but I think I think what people don't realize is that everything has big cycles, and I think it's just a down cycle, and then the rodents and everything will start multiplying, and then the snakes will come back, and I think it'll just cycle around for whatever killed the snakes. I don't know, but usually by this time of year, I've killed 15, 20, maybe more, and I've probably only killed, I don't know, 4, I think, this year.
Benny, did you know in Arizona you're only allowed to kill 10 rattlesnakes?
10 rattlesnakes?
10 rattlesnakes a year? Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but until they perfect the tag system, I don't think they can keep track.
Mandatory check-in.
I don't, Evan, I don't think I can share a video like, let me see if, I can't share a video like that on this.
Because you'd have to save it, right?
Yeah,
well, you can share a page. Can you share a page?
I can share a link to it, but
Well,
he can do that in the comments.
Yeah, if you
But
go
if
to
I
share screen,
I share screen, but then the sound doesn't come through or anything. I don't know. I hate. I've tried to do it with my videos before, and it just doesn't come out very good.
Well, we'll just do what we did when Benny had no sound. Or who was that?
We made up words for him.
Yeah, who was that? Oh, Cody King.
Oh, that was Cody King. Yeah.
Cody King. Yep.
It's a little late in the evening, Brett, or I'd send my first wife over there to help.
Hold on. Cody sent me a video. Let me find it. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just seen it while I was coming out of the mountains.
I talked to Cody the other day. He sent me a video.
He did? Yeah, he sent. Did you watch it?
Not all of it.
I didn't watch it. I was coming out of the mountains, and I seen he sent it to me, and I didn't watch it yet. I forgot. I've been so busy.
Cody, if you send me a video, I'll watch it. These knuckleheads, they probably sent it to their superiors. That's all. Other way.
Hold on, Benny. I'll do it right.
Benny even has a light. You got a light?
We believe you, Benny.
Yeah, he's hunting at night.
Yeah, those Texas houndsmen, they hunt at night now.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys listen to the Meat Eater podcast with the guy that his son was the one that's killed by the mountain lion in California?
I did.
Diane and I sat down and watched that on TV. It was
even my kids. We was listening to it in the truck, and if I stopped or called, they're like, "Hey, turn that back on. Turn that back on." That was a heck of a story, man. Heck of a story.
Terrible.
That brother.
Really.
It's a sad deal, and the brother was there, so and I was talking. It's kind of funny. I was talking to Cody Lynn about. She says, "Man, 15 minutes response time." I'm like, "That's pretty quick if you're in the forest, because of where we were at that point." I said, if we made a 911 call, it would take someone an hour to get here if they knew this unit. A lot of roads in this unit I'm in. And if you don't know it, you're lost. My dad found a lady on a quad, headed back to where she's supposed to be, and she was not going where she was supposed to be. They ended up taking her to where she was supposed to be, and it was like miles across. Like, she was way lost. I said, their response time, and as soon as I said about I don't see law enforcement for forestry out here, or they should have the county patrol this during the busy season. Here comes an undercover truck. I said, "Oh man, that's probably game warden." It wasn't. It was Sholo Police Department out there in the forest, and they have a contract with forestry to patrol out there every once in a while, which is kind of cool. Like, I think they're more doing OHV and all that stuff, but just to be out there, But don't get me on forestry. Forestry is a waste of money. They waste money. They do not manage forestry right. The department, I mean, I know people that work there, and the waste they do is ridiculous.
If one of those trail where I packed out that trail crew, if one of those trail guys got attacked by a lion, they'd have to fly a helicopter. They'd have to hour. Yeah, well, if you went in on mules or something, it takes you 6 hours to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And they would have to fly a helicopter in or something. Here's the video. Here's Cody King's video, guys.
He growled at him once. They found him. That was well earned, buddy. They've been running him about 30 minutes. Judging by his track, he looks like a big cat. Oh, he got him in the road. Oh, Tina,
Sorry, guys, I'm not going to show that.
Yeah, I might not want to. 30 minutes. Ooh, big
That's
chase.
That's those
Not
bobcat.
10 days, is it? We don't feel sorry for you, Cody. 30 minutes.
Imagine,
I can't complain. I had some short bear races. I got really lucky. Really lucky.
Those bobcats
What?
like that, they get in that thick brush and they just squat somewhere, and those dogs have a hard time finding them, I guess, locating them.
Yeah,
What's
I didn't
going on?
See the line attack in Canyon City, Colorado. The dude killed it. Oh, I heard about it. I didn't see it. The guy
Yeah, I
killed that
saw
line
that video.
with a shovel. Well,
Yeah.
and Cody Lynn, she was like, "Man, what do you do? Like your brother's getting attacked or your family member, like, and then you're trying to evaluate." And I said, "Man, I guess when you're there, it's all different. But like Cody Lynn don't panic. I don't know. Some people panic or don't know what to do, and we're thinking, is there no rocks there to bash it in the head? Like, what was the terrain? Like where we hunt right now, it's Malapai and lava. Like there's rocks everywhere. You could pick up a rock and bash it, but those poor kids, like they didn't take the gun. And
Did
I
I
don't know,
ever,
man, I don't.
did I ever share my, what do you call it? My, where I caught the lion that killed the lady's dog?
Yes.
Did I share
Did he
that?
show it? Show it again. There's
Can
more
we show
people
it
on
again?
here. Show it again.
I think I just
People
shared
like
it
to
on
watch
my.
it.
I didn't share the whole video because I don't know.
Here, Chris.
Something. But if you hear the
Anything.
story, it happened pretty quick or whatever. And even my kids, they carry their 22s and their big knife on them. They're 10 years old. When you go into a convenience store and they're cross-drawed, their little 22 pistols, and they got this huge knife on, holy moly.
That's cool.
You get some good stares. I need to record
Oh, a lion came in and killed a lady's dog in her yard, right up here in the mountain where I hunt sometimes. It's dark, still hot. I had to go get gas this morning. Temperature on my truck said it's still 73 degrees. Worst thing in the world, trying to start a lion track in somebody's yard. She had dogs there, but that lion had come in and killed her 17-year-old dog. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure that lion came right back down here to the river. I should be able to trail her down here on the river. We'll see what happens. It's kind of a dry hit. We got a westerly wind, and it's real dry, and you can see how the dust in the air. And we're in Greasewood, but I still thought we might be able to trail her. I'd like to have started her right out of her yard. There's a pile of blood there where the lion killed the dog. So we'll see what happens here. They went up here and caught it, I'm sure.
Watch out. Watch out, Booger. Good dogs. Good Booger, good boy. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy, good boy. That was a dog killer right there.
I sent you a picture of that girl who got your dog at a tree, and then I sent a video from Louisiana hunting where he caught a bear. I think it's him. Did you catch it, Jared? What's his name? Damn it. Man, I'm losing it tonight. Malnutrition. Louisiana hunting.
It takes a while for it comes in on my phone first, but I don't get it on my computer
Yeah.
for a while, and I can only share it on this through my computer.
It's coming.
So
Louisiana hunting had a bear. Had a bear on a piece of wood, I guess. Kind of in a tree.
is that
There's your dog.
that's my
Ranger. Mm-hmm.
Ranger?
And there's
Well,
Kaylee, everybody, in her stupid pajamas that I yell at her for all the time because she wears pajamas. And are those Crocs?
The last
Embarrass her now.
the last day of the little rendezvous up there in Arizona, that's all he wore is sweats and Crocs.
Oh, geez. Drives me crazy. I'm not going to let them camp with me anymore if they wear that stupid stuff. Kaylee, I know you're watching. Big dummy.
Let me see if I can get Louisiana huntings up here somehow. Did he catch this bear in Louisiana?
I don't know, Jeremy, did you catch that bear? Did you catch that or that someone else? I don't know. It's kind of funny. I guess it's a good place to tree a bear. I don't know if you call it treed. Bait up, maybe.
He might have got
Yeah,
it from Tennessee when
grain
he was
cart.
getting over. He was buying that candy in Tennessee.
The apple pie and
Butterscotch.
butterscotch.
I took
Hadn't come through
I
yet?
took a little sip of that stuff.
I think he took a couple big sips of that.
What are you doing up there? Hey, get on out of there. Come on, dog.
A true Louisiana would have fought that bear, I'd imagine.
That's good stuff right there.
Come on, other people got some videos. I know you guys got some videos. Where's old Timothy Brink tonight?
Yeah, we're missing some regulars, aren't we? How about Missy?
What the heck?
It's not the
Missy?
same
Oh,
without Missy.
She's probably hazelnutting. This time of year, what'd she say? She bought 80 pounds. 80 pounds. She sends me some. Good stuff. Well, I don't know if it's good stuff because my kids wipe it all.
She sent me some here. I think it was last year. It was pretty good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think she sent me some that was chocolate covered too. Is that right?
I got butterscotch or caramel and butterscotch and chocolate and plain. I never had hazelnuts before like that. So feel free, anybody. Feel free to send us any kind of goodies you want.
This you talk about ADD. Dandy here, he's got it now. He goes from welding to copperheads. Now he's worried about getting old. If you want to talk about getting old, talk to Benny. He's older than dirt.
Hey, yesterday, my wife and I were fueling up her pickup at Walmart, and this guy gets out of his car and he cripples over there to the window and talks to that guy, and he barely gets back to his car. And so my wife, she goes over there and talks to him, and he says, "Yeah, I've got real bad lungs." And I'm thinking, "Yeah, I got that." And I had to get a pacemaker, and Diane says, "Well, that old guy there, he's got a pacemaker." So I showed him the bump in my chest, and he says, "I just, I hope I can keep on going. I just hope I can keep on going." And so he's having a pretty hard go of it, breathing heavy, just pumping his gas. And And we get in the pickup to leave, and I asked Diane, well, how old is that guy? He's like 200 or what? No, he's the same age as me. I said, hell, I'm feeling pretty spry now.
Oh boy. My cousin was just telling me someone who had a heart attack at like 28 years old. I said, it's all them stupid energy drinks you idiots drink. I don't know how people can drink those 2, 3, 4 a day. I seen Undercover drinking one, so I'm not worried about him following me too long. What the?
What is Dandy? What are you? I mean, what are you
Listen.
smoking, Dandy?
Just because we talked about shrooms don't mean you could pop a couple. Couple caps.
Well, he's kind of going, he's slowing down. There's a few Quaaludes in there.
Quaaludes.
Oh, do they even have those anymore? Do those even? They even have?
Oh
those
yeah, I
around
still
anymore?
got some in the pantry.
Benny.
Yep. What else is going on around the world? Anybody? Man, Proposition 134. There's Tierra.
I talked to a guy who surveys. He's a lion hunter and good houndsman, and he surveys up in Colorado. He's a surveyor. I didn't talk to him. I'm sorry. Mike Root talked to him, and Mike said that bill's not going to pass. He said it's not going to pass. Said they've already had too many lions come in and kill people's dogs in their yards and stuff.
In New Mexico?
No, Colorado. He surveys in Colorado. He's from New Mexico. This guy surveys.
That's the other thing. Did you see that thing? It was Robbie Kroger, the Blood Origins guy.
Yeah.
One of the counties there in Denver is opposing that. Did you see that?
Opposing the ballot initiative or whatever?
Yeah. So that's like a big deal.
It's good.
The county commissioners or something. Let me see if I could find. I probably might have sent it to around. I think I posted it. I couldn't save it as a video.
I need to try to remember to call Dean tomorrow. Dean would be up on everything because he was part of that urban lion study.
Dean what's his last name?
Hendrickson.
Hendrickson, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a taxidermist too, isn't he?
He's about everything. He used to go guide hunts in Alaska too.
Yeah.
He said he got too old for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait till California gets their hounds back. It's coming. I'm telling you right now on this show again. I'm telling you.
You're going to be able to carry a gun when you hunt them, though? Bunch of brainwashed idiots. You can't even carry if you have your gun, it's got to be in a case, and then your bullets have to be in a separate. What good does that do?
You know what's crazy? You know who started all that crap back in the day? Everybody's little buddy, favorite hero, Wyatt Earp, started that stupid "you can't carry a gun in town" crap.
What? How did that happen? Tell me the story.
Because you got a bunch of saloons and drunks, and they're shooting up in the air, and they're getting drunk and shooting at each other because.
Well, you shouldn't be able to carry a gun into a saloon. I mean, I believe in that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
you should have to check it.
Or check it until you go outside. Yeah.
All that started in Tombstone.
Well, I think it started in Kansas City, didn't it? When he was over there in
Dodge City, Kansas.
Yeah. I don't know. We eliminated a lot of big mouths back then, though, didn't we?
Yeah, I bet you were a little careful about what you said.
Yeah, you didn't run around talking crap and get punched in the face and sue somebody. Lawyers are what ruined everything. You dirty, rotten scoundrels.
Yeah.
There's people. There's a guy in Arizona that runs around and falls in holes or trips on stuff and sues the cities. That's it. He makes, yeah. Yep. I drive off a spillway that had a barricade on it, and I just told them to fix stuff. I should have sued him.
How did you drive off a spillway?
I was looking for a pump. I was in an area I'd never been in.
A pump?
I used to work for the CAP Canal, like a sister organization, MSIDD. So I'd run around and we'd irrigate. That's how I know all the farmers down south. That's how I get all my hay for cheap. And I was looking for a pump, 7MP. I remember the number. And I was on a different part of the canal. And I was looking over and I look up and I see the road kind of. I'm like, what the hell? I was running about 50, and I just drove right off it. About
Off a
15
spillway
foot.
on a dam
So we have a spillway on the canals. It just kind of.
for overfill.
I don't got a big, and it comes down about 15 feet. Well, I went off so fast, and when I hit the ground, the motor and tranny came out, hit the ground, and it locked the throttle, shot me up the other way, and spun me on the bank, and I was actually heading into the water, and I high centered. Yeah, it was kind of weird. So I do have a little PTSD when I see a road change. Like if I see two pieces of road change, I kind of like, what the hell? Yeah. And a drinking session. Sorry, we got a fire and a drinking session going on up on the mountain. Is that every Monday? Dandy? Yeah.
So, Chris, you saw the canal, the Central Arizona Project Canal when it was empty, right?
Yeah. I seen a lot of the
Are you-
off, like ours was 51 miles of canal off of CAP.
Okay. I used to ride my three-wheeler in the canal and up the sides when it was before it was full
Yeah.
of water.
Yep. I knew
And
a
you
guy
had
who
to pay
tried to
attention.
jump it
Oh,
with his sand rail, and he straight head on into the other side and knocked his eye out. Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's
I
like that pup that I gave John Clump that got ran over in the driveway. He says, "Oh shit," he says, that good one got ran over in the yard, but his brother watched it all happen, that other pup, and you remember that, Brett? I gave John Clump two of them black pups,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
he says the good one the best one got ran over. They were both good, but he says that other one that didn't get ran over, he's pretty cagey now. He says I think it scared the crap out of him when his brother's eyeballs came flying out of his head towards him.
Taught him a lesson. Stay away from cars, huh?
Yeah. So you got to keep your eyes in your head, Chris.
I'm gonna send you this video here. Oh wait, share file. Let me see if I can send it. Oh yeah. I think this is Chris. The guy who has all the candy, and I think he fed his dog some just now, or this dog. I just sent you another video.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Keep them coming, people.
It's gonna be hard
Everybody
to
loves
outdo
it.
the bear in the attic. The bear in the attic
Um,
video is my favorite video.
Hey, this has some ass in it. You'll see. You'll see.
Is it
Yeah, I just setting it up for everybody.
Is it suitable for YouTube?
No, it is. I did try. I almost jumped the spillway. You can see
Hey,
the motor and tranny dug into the concrete.
when I was a kid, I had a always a Suzuki 90 or something like that, and I was running down the ditch bank, up and down the ditch bank, and there were some little kids on bicycles, and they would go. They had a path down one side of the irrigation ditch and come and they'd jump out the other side. Man, I was going down through there. And I hit the brake and turn around. And they'd all watch me. I'd go down one side and jump out the other side. I'd go a little further down the ditch bank and jump out the other side. Pretty soon I was going way down, coming down through there, and I hit that thing, and I went up, and that bike just come back over like that and landed on me. And next thing I knew, I woke up, and there's like 8 little kids standing around me in a dust cloud looking at me. Are you all right? Are you all right? Knocked me smooth out. I drove that motorcycle home with the handlebars crooked like a... I haven't got it yet, Chris.
It's coming.
Oh, is this the one with the green grass?
Yep. That'd be it.
Okay, let me see. Let me remember how I do this here.
It's how these
How did
Tennessee
Jeff
boys.
Lewis?
It's how these Tennessee boys chase ass.
How did Jeff Lewis find a Facebook video with people roping a lion?
I seen that before. I think it was down in Mexico, wasn't it? Or Brazil or something like that.
It used to happen a lot in Bloody Basin.
I want to rope a line.
I
Again.
wanted to with Dickerson, and Dickerson was too scared. He said no, if you leave to go get your rope, I'll shoot both of those lions. Damn it, Rick.
That's why you always carry a rope.
Yeah, back then I didn't. Now I do.
He was booger barking at that jackass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who sent that to you?
Whiskey guy. I mean, candy guy. Chris from Tennessee, the guys that showed up.
Oh, okay.
There's one from Argentina and one in Mexico that I have seen.
So, Chris, tell us about next year's rendezvous. Have you got things kind of?
Oh, so he did find another spot, and it houses 200 firefighters. The forestry guy said we could use it. It's
Houses.
right up the road.
What do you mean? When you say houses, what do you mean houses?
Like when they have big fires in an area, they all stage right there.
It's camping. I mean,
it's a camp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That housing thing confused me.
This was on the ground. It looked very open. It wasn't. It looked like someone's yard. That's what it looked like.
Oh no, I think he's talking about the rope.
No, and so I'm gonna have it kind of the same time so we can all go hunt. Just destroy all the locals' wildlife, kill everything. Sows, female lions, 100-pounders.
Did you caught a little bit of flack from that, from having that
there
during
was a local
season.
there that I heard. You know how it is. People talk about us all over the place, right,
well,
Brett? They talk about us at Automotive. They talk about us at the Hounds and Mules and sale.
They said they didn't like me.
Some not so good.
Can you guys believe that?
Not at Automotive.
Automotive, they said they loved us.
I don't know why. Were they drinking around a fire?
Probably. There was a little alcohol going on. They weren't thinking straight.
Take some LSD and watch our show, and it'll be the best show you ever seen. I promise.
The biggest hound podcast and live show on YouTube.
Well, we should talk about hounds more then.
I know, we talk about everything.
Welding, jackasses, trucks.
Is the rendezvous going to be at Young again?
Yeah, just right up the road. He said.
It.
Mm-hmm. Pasture roping with a big twist.
Yeah.
You ever use one of them?
Another week. Give us another week. I mean, and the weather's going to go down, and we'll try to share some stuff, on here from the actual hunting, and the hounds and what they do and stuff. Try to get a little more. And I did talk to Rick Dickerson today. He said he'd come down. He wants to come down and hunt with me, and so I said, man, let's wait until it gets cool off. I'll go see if I can find where some lions work in an area, and come on down. I'll video it, and I'll just I'll do whatever you say. Because he knows. So we'll see.
It'd be so nice just to have a designated cameraman, because I've been out there a week, and it took me 2 hours and 40 minutes to download one of my GoPros last night.
Why is it taking you so long? Why is it taking you so long?
Because I didn't do it every day, and I've been recording since last Wednesdays.
How many gigabytes?
Some of them were like 2 million, I had a lot. It took me.
How do you take the card out and put it in your computer, or you just use a cord?
No. I take the card out.
And still that slow, huh?
It wasn't slow. It was a lot. It's like 5-6 hours of video. It was a lot because I haven't downloaded it since 2 Wednesdays ago.
That's going to be an editing nightmare.
Yeah, and I hadn't even got to my second GoPro, and it said it was on yellow, and I only had like 2 hours left on it. So I have to download tomorrow. I got to get a podcast ready for W, and you got to tell me. You told me to get one ready. I got to get with you on that. Which one? You told me to.
Did I tell you to get one ready?
Yeah, I did, Rob. Or it was an interview you did that you wanted to put on Rob. I don't remember. Shoot. I have great ideas for our show, and if I don't stop what I'm doing and type it in my phone or text it to me, I forget about it.
You know, you can take audio note. You got an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
You can just say,
Yeah.
take a note. Say, hey, Siri,
I
take
know.
a note.
But I can't even.
My phone just woke up and said, what do you want me to say? Or what do you want it to say?
Tell Chris.
Tell Chris to take a note on his iPhone. Listen.
Okay, I've created your my phone just woke up said, what do you want me to say? Or what do you? Note. It says, my phone just woke up said, what do you want me to say? Or what do you want to say? Tell Chris to take a note on his iPhone.
There we go.
There, it works.
We're all good.
Oh, geez, this show's going downhill.
I don't know why anybody. I think they listen to us to just see what rabbit hole we go down.
See how stupid we are.
Yeah. We talked about what we want to talk about on the title for about 15 minutes, and everything else is welding, trucks, GTOs, cars, welding, everything. You just all over the place.
Back to bear hunting, since that's what the title was about. Are you done bear hunting? Are you done bear hunting for the year?
No, 4A is still open. 3C opens in November, and I want to go hit 3C, but it's really tough because you have the 60 and you have the reservation. So you have to catch those bear. I like 3C for lion. There's a certain area I can go for lion. There's a lot of deer, and there's a lot of lion there. But I want to go catch some of them. I want to go catch some of them bear in 3C. So, and then usually November-ish, end of November, I start hitting Globe or the desert a little bit
lions.
More. Yeah. I know they're not going to catch that big one down in Globe. I don't think I will unless I get lucky. And who knows, man? Did anybody hear? Oh, no, never mind. Cody said, hey, something about, you shared something on Interview Stories and Tales Facebook about them catching a lion in Fort Hood, or not Fort Hood, on the White Mountain Apache back in the day.
Catching a jaguar.
Or jaguar, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that called, from what I heard from the comments, I knew it wasn't with hounds, but I think they called that jaguar in. I think something like that was said in the comments. I don't know for sure, but I think someone said in the comments that was called in.
Man, Dandy's still trying to.
Dandy's been eating those mushrooms, I guess.
God, you can't put a mushroom in a Corona and drink it. Damn it.
Keeps jumping back and forth. Okay, back to welding, he says. He's got the last 6 comments.
I know.
Just we're gonna, you know what? We're not
going to do it tonight. This is the Dandy Florentine show.
Dandy, or Hot Pass, whatever you want to go by. Next Monday night, you send me your contact, and I will send you a link, and you can just get on here, and you and Benny can hash it out about welding. I'll sit back and just, heck, I might even have to drink me some whiskey that night or something.
Yeah, I'll pull my moonshine out.
Because I'll try to be calm.
I'll get
good luck.
I should my mead. I'll bring some mead next year for the rendezvous. So it's probably going to be let me look at the calendar.
Send me your email, Dandy Florentine.
You come to the rendezvous and bring your welder. Make sure gas welder. August. It'll probably be. Oh yeah. So that's bear will probably start August 8th. Rifle. And then it'll probably, man, I'm going to have to find out. Might be either August 20, it'll probably be August 22nd, 23rd, 24th again. But we're going to make sure we're going to be able to get in there on Thursday. And hopefully we can stay for a week. That's the plan. August 22nd. If Archery Bear opens the 22nd, which it probably will, unless I'm saying that now and they'll change it now. And hopefully, I'm gonna throw a little bit of a maybe out there. We're gonna have a pursuit bear season soon.
Who sent me this video? Year. This is cool.
But maybe next year.
Somebody sent me this video. Who was it? Don't tell me.
Sounded like it was on your phone.
Don't tell me. Well, I didn't know who sent it. I wanted to watch it before I just made it public because I didn't know what would be on it. We might get kicked off YouTube, get our channel taken away from us.
We'll just start another one. CB just sent this from New Mexico. Oh, the blanket back is Kate. What? Play that video. Is it a video with a tree in it?
Yeah, it's I'll show you. Just hold on. Just be patient.
We don't got time for patience on this.
Be patient, my little friend.
You have welders on this program, and if you've had to pay that hourly rate, you wouldn't have patience.
I didn't back then. Boy, I tell you what.
I'm going to send you some more videos. This is from Gene Morris. The ones I'm about to send you.
Okay, check this one out. Watch. That's a good video right there. Who sent that?
Show yourselves. How long has the live went?
I don't know. We just go until Benny gets tired, and then Benny leaves, and then if we get like 100 people in, then Benny leaves, and it drops down to 10.
Oh. What is this?
It was an 850.
When are you gonna have your? When are you gonna have your pack string videos out on your other channel?
Next Sunday. Next Sunday, I'll have it in.
Trevin Hall sent that.
Oh, that's a good video. Thank you. That was cool. That's the kind of content we want to see. That and bears in the attic.
I got a bear in a tree I'm sending you. Who sent me that? Oh, Gene Morris.
I never got it. I never got it pulled off, but I always wanted to tree a lion on somebody's house.
I was gonna say, yeah, no. Mike was telling me about he treed a big old tom on this juniper tree, and then I think it was 5 years later he treed another big tom in the exact same tree in that same wilderness up there.
I treed 3 bears in one tree on the same mountain before. I've treated 3 different bears in the same tree in the same little canyon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was trying to save another video, but it hasn't come through. I sent you one, but the other one's not coming through, Gene. It might be downloading.
I got this one here. Gene Morris sent it.
Yeah, he said,
I trust
CB just sent this from New Mexico. The blanket back is Kate. It'll be her last bear. I think she's 12 years. I bred her up with some Schooner River stuff. CB made a bear dog out of her and her sister. Oh, Timothy. Timothy sending me something here. What we got? Timothy. Oh, it didn't come through. Timothy, it said bear tree. This message has no content. I'm trying to. He had another one here. I'm gonna see what this one is. I was trying to download another one, but it might be too long. No.
Dandy Florentine. This guy, I wish I knew who he was. I've got a couple things with welding and a coon tree and the best acting pup so far. I'm 42. You talk about
we need if all these comments and just have a show where we just show all of Dandy's comments.
He just condensed them all into one comment right
Yeah.
there. Oh, I'm sorry, Dandy. I'm not mad at you anymore. Now I'm kind of feeling sorry for you.
Tim's on the Bears. And I'm trying to download. Who sent me? Oh, Casey's trying to send me one, but it's a Verizon. Oh, let me try to send this one to you. Oh, let me try to download it. Do you want to download? Download. Casey sent me a jumped lion.
Oh, cool.
Let me see if I can get it downloaded. Music. You got to have some music for this. We got to come up with some good music. Man, it's not downloading to my. Why is it now? Let me see if I can forward it to you or something. Casey. I'll try to forward it to you, Brett. We are not
Be patient with us, guys.
technical people. I want to entertain you instead of you entertaining me. You're doing a fine job. Really fine job. It's like those circuses.
Can you guys hear that? Did you guys hear the music?
No.
I heard your phone go off. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, is that the one I just sent you? I like the awkward silence.
Dude, yeah. I'm busy trying to do something.
You guys want to see me get them riled up? Watch. I've got a good pup. It ain't better than Stinker, Dandy. Your pup is like second. If you ain't first, you're last, Dandy. Better not bring that dog over here next Stinker. Smoke ya. Let me see. Did you get the one from? Did I send you? Did you get one I just sent you? That's Casey's jumped the lion.
99.90.
Trying to get a line race here, guys. We're trying to get a line.
I got another
race.
one from the 850.
I know you all. You don't know me.
See, we got what we got is what do they call them? Not a stalker, but what do they call it?
A heckler.
Well, we got a heckler, no doubt about that.
Creeper.
I know you all. You don't know me. So all we got to do is call around to all the mental hospitals over in his area, and we'll find him. Hey, you guys got a crazy welder there? Oh, Dandy? Yeah, he's going by Dandy this week. More a spade.
Someone said they sent me something and I haven't got it yet.
I sent you the Casey one. I forwarded you it. I treated fox over a house.
Well, he says he loves us now, so man.
I love all you guys. I'll be here in 7018 land.
I never turned down love.
No, we'll take it. How about everybody just give a thumbs up because we have to deal with Dandy Florentine? That's worth 103 thumbs up, ain't it?
Yeah, we need more thumbs up for all the guys.
Guy Fry. Arkansas temps dropped 20 degrees this week. Squirrel dogs are fired up.
Fired up. But you did a podcast on squirrel
last
dogs,
week,
didn't you?
We had some squirrel dog guys.
I was gone in the wilderness.
I was in the wilderness too.
I didn't take my Starlink. That might have been frowned upon.
There's Rangers. This is Ranger taking the first bear track or elk. Who knows? It's Rodney.
Tyrell Felton caught a fox on the ground on a cabin porch.
We're just showing videos. Little Mags can beat the ordinary. Beat the ordinary. Well, mine dog's extraordinary, so better stay home, Dandy.
You know, these cigars I bought are so expensive. Do you know what they say you should do? You should take. They're really good too. They say you should take the butts. I try to smoke them down until they're burning my lips, but because they're so expensive. But you take the butts and you save them, and then you crunch them up and you smoke them in your pipe.
Oh yeah, I just throw them right out my door.
Just put them in a little jar and put them in your pipe and smoke it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Damn dogs.
Yeah, my wife just sent me a message, said my dogs are raising Cain out there.
Well, I just came off hunting every day, so now they're bored. Benny Griffin.
I caught my first wife on the side of the road across the street from a buddy's house.
I hope she's not watching.
Heck, I caught my first wife with my buddy.
and then she's married now, right?
She married him, and she's still married. Heck, and I like him.
Oh.
I get along with them better now than I did then.
Let's see here. Let me see. See if any of mine down. You didn't get that one from Casey?
Here, hold on. I just got one. I got to go through the procedure here. It always takes me a second. I got to take it from the messages and put it on my hard drive in the right folder, or I'll never find it. It's a procedure.
I don't know. He sent me a Verizon one, and I don't know how to. Let me see if I can download it. It said download, but download. It's not letting me download. So I tried to forward it to you. I'll try it again. Doesn't Casey have your number?
Yeah, I think so. I just got one. Verizon. I just got a Verizon one.
Oh, I sent you one. What kind of rattlesnakes do you have out there? You have them all, don't you?
We got mostly diamondbacks, and you get up higher, you get those
black.
I call them, they're blacktail. I always call them timber rattlers. But
timber?
I don't think they're timber rattlers, but
no, they're not. They're not timber rattlers.
What are they, Benny?
We just always called them coontails.
Well, the coontails are these diamondbacks we got. I mean, they got a coontail. They're ring-tailed.
Yeah, that's right. And then those other black ones, I don't know, but down here we've got a Masagua.
These ones are real big diameter and real big heads on them, and the last inch and a half or so of their tail is solid black.
Maybe it is just a.
What is it, Ranger? Find it.
He barked on it.
We've got prairie rattlers out here, and you probably have some there, Brett.
You know, up at the ranch, on the ranch, when I was raised on the ranch, we had lots of prairie rattlers. And I'll tell you what about those prairie rattlers compared to a diamondback. Those prairie rattlers
They're
are a
mean.
lot more aggressive. I mean, they
Yeah.
will, when they stand up like that, they come towards you. I mean, they're not messing around. The diamondbacks are just, you know, really they're kind of, I don't know. A guy probably should leave them alone. I hate them though. But they're not real aggressive. I got the other day I was up the canyon. I took the dogs up the canyon. I was driving the buggy and I got out to take a leak and walked over there and almost stepped on one. And he just, all he did was rattle and coil up. You know, he never struck at me. He could have bit me.
I don't think we have any tiger rattlesnakes, but over here at my house, I have found right here at the house 2 Masagua rattlesnakes.
Here you go, Benny. It's the dots on here, Benny. This is your
Oh,
question.
I didn't
Benny,
see
can
that.
you please answer my previous question? How to tell the difference between male and female lions in the tree? The black dots on their butt.
Oh yeah, I think all you got to do is just shoot them out of there, and then you can get a close look.
You just spread their. That's what I did on
Just
that bear.
hold their legs apart, and you'll tell. But the black, I mean, how do you describe it? There's a bigger gap between the
Well,
dots.
if you stick your 2 fingers up there real close under the tail,
Mhm.
and you only miss one, it's a boy.
If you can hold it like a 6-pack, it's a girl.
The way Benny hunted, it
However,
didn't matter. It didn't matter whether it was a female, a male, or what it was. If it was a lion in the tree, that's all he cared about.
well, and I do have to warn you though that if you do try that method of identification, you could get scratches.
You could be
Cat
could be
scratch
dangerous to your
fever.
health.
Mhm. We got Benny. We
That
call
ground
that ground
checking,
checking.
exactly.
Gene, I'm trying to download that video. I think it's too long. It's 1 minute and 3 seconds. It won't download.
And Jared Fisher says ground judging is always accurate. You know, you say that. I caught that lion out on the Armandaris, and it was a big old dry female. Everybody thought it was a tom until they had it in the out there at the shop. They were skinning it, and I walked over there and I looked at it. I said, "That ain't no tom. That's a female." And but everybody thought it was a tom. Big old dry
Arizona.
female.
What do you think about the quotas for lion, and like in Arizona when they have regions for one? So they'll have 2, 3, 4 units in one region. Sometimes probably more. I haven't really looked, and it's just a lion quota, period, not a female quota.
They don't have a sub quota for females.
Mm-mm. I think some units like
No.
30 or 40 they do. But
What happens is the desert areas that overlap into some of that higher country where you're more apt to get snow, they get shut down, and anytime there's a low snow, they get shut down, and it just messes up everybody's lion hunting for the rest of the winter.
Tim, it says I have no content. This message has no content. You got to attach the video.
Says you have been sent a large media attachment. Tap the link below to view it, but that's on my phone. I don't think I've got it on
That might be Casey's. That might be Casey's.
I don't have it on my computer yet, and I can't share it from I probably could airdrop it from my phone to my computer. But
I think that's Casey's Jumped Lion.
We probably need some music to play while I'm doing this because it might take me a little while.
You could play that song "I'm Back in the Saddle Again" and show us that picture when you did the flip off of that horse.
I'm back in the saddle again.
Hey, you haven't brought that up for a while.
The rock and roll version.
Out where Benny is a jerk.
I'm back in the saddle again.
Oh yeah.
Back.
Oh, I just did it. Ha.
Was that
Got it?
that must have
All
been
right.
AC/DC.
Hey, this
That-
one's good. It's we're looking through.
Isn't
Maybe
it?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. I was going to say,
Aeros-
isn't it Aerosmith?
Aerosmith, yeah.
This one's good. We're looking through horses' ears on this one.
Yeah, this is Casey's.
Casey Fair.
Yeah. You know, if you guys just send us these videos ahead of time, we won't have to wait on them probably. We're never prepared. Matter of fact, I think I talked to Brett at about noon today and said, what are we talking about?
Yeah, and I've been
I don't know. I've been bear hunting.
packing.
I sent you one to email your number, and I'm going to send them text message. Keeps telling me the files are too large. Well, sometimes you're told you're too large, and sometimes you're not. Took a picture, Benny. He's going to have a picture of Benny on his wall right above his welder. Century welders. That's what I got.
There's my childhood photo right behind me.
I don't have it anymore. Where did it go?
Son of a gun. What else going on, Benny? Again, if you guys want to watch
I
this.
had it, but I don't have it anymore.
I don't know. It's probably a
let me
long.
see.
It's one of
We're
them
still supposed
Verizon files.
We're still supposed to go. 3 of us are supposed to go live in April at Douglas again, right?
Earn your
That's the
spurs.
plan.
Earn your spurs.
And we kind of know what's going on now, so it's kind of been of a pilot year. The Rendezvous was kind of a pilot, and I was really, really, really astonished how many people showed up from different states. So I'm glad he got a bigger area, and we'll be able to get in there early.
Farther south or farther north?
You know, I don't know. I was gonna go down there here pretty quick and check it out.
No. Can't
How
get it.
can you be
I can't
prepared
get
for
it.
chaos?
I don't know what happened. I sent it. I
don't
airdropped
know.
it. I seen it come in, and then it went away. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
You
it was
tried.
probably like Chris did with his pickup
Went over the spillway.
when he tried to yell over the spillway.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Sorry.
Sorry, Casey.
Let
Maybe
me try one
email
more
it.
time. Let me try one more time.
Oh, I wonder if I send it to my email. No means no, Benny. No means no.
What am I getting no for?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking about Dandy. I don't know. Let me see. I wonder if I forward it to my email. We can get it to play. We're trying to get a video to play, guys. We're trying. I'll cut out all the silences in our podcast.
You got a program that does that, don't you, Chris?
Yes, I do. I hit trim and bam! Everything under 20 decibels is gone.
AI at its best.
Yep. Man, I inhaled so much dust over the last 2 weeks. Let's
I think
see.
that it's not the same. It's not the same kind of deal, but if there's anybody close to Arizona or in that part of the state or something, that Earn Your Spurs is a good thing to go help support. The money that they generate goes to scholarships for ranch and farm kids.
Tell me something. Can you guys hear this?
I can hear you.
No. We hear nothing.
I can't. It says I can't play it.
Brett had an intro that he tried one time, and he got scolded for it. I don't remember what it was.
What was the intro? What did I do?
You played a song for something for our intro, and you couldn't do it again. Somebody told you copyright problems.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get copyright infringement, and I mean, a lot of times you can play a popular song, and what it does is it says sharing monetization with another channel, whoever owns that song, which is not a big deal. I mean, on AdSense on one of these lives, we make about $14. So I mean, it's not like, you know, I'll be sharing $14 with somebody. $7, I guess we split it. I don't know how that works, but but if they give you a copyright strike, then that's bad. You get 3 copyright strikes and they shut your channel down.
I found some intermission music. That's what they're calling. That's not intermission music. Wanted some good intermission music.
You need some of that piano music. All right, guys. What else? Let's make something happen, or let's go to bed.
Time is it? 20 more minutes to talk crap.
20 more minutes
go
to
back
hit the
to-
3-hour mark.
Let's go back to Dandy Florentine. He's just going and going and
Yeah,
going.
he just
There's
don't
a
stop.
certain amount.
Sorry,
of
Benny's
time you can
welding
play
hoods
them.
because we burn a bunch up. Bet he's got an American flag on his hood. Probably. He's a patriot. The red nose. There's a certain amount of time you can play them before they strike you, right?
Sometimes they find it right away.
Yeah, it depends on the song, you know, and it depends on, you know, what part. I imagine what part of the song you play. I don't know. I try to avoid it. I used to do it all the time. I used to get away with playing what's his name? Stammy. What's his name? What's a Stammy? Plays all that cowboy music. I used to play those, you know, use those on my videos and stuff, but then they started copywriting, you know, and it was on my Born 100 Years Too Late, so it took some revenue away from me.
Thanks, guys. Got to catch the rest tomorrow.
Now we got this guy giving me a hard time about not having an intro. Chris said he was going to build me one. He's never built me one.
I've been hunting a lot. I'm building one this week. Doing my best.
Hold on. Let me show you something.
I found us some music though. When it goes silent.
Dave Stamey.
Waiting on Brett. Yes.
How many strikes does Dandy get?
He's on about his 32nd strike. Dave. Louisiana Hunting said Dave. Dave Stammy.
Dave Stammy. There you go.
So if we play it like right now, do we get hit for it? Best of Dave Stammy. That guy? We'll probably get hit for that. The Packer song.
I love me some Dave Stammy. That's good stuff.
First time I heard of him. I'm gonna start downloading some of this.
Oh, it's a good one. I mean, it's
nice. Well, if you guys, oh, goodbye, guys. Thanks. No, thank you. Thank you for leaving. I'm just kidding. We love you too, Dandy. But you better come back next week under another alias. Brett's thinking right now. Brett's thinking. I got to go back to the elevator music.
Oh, I found an intro, but it's to my Born 100 Years. I used to run this intro. You want to see it? Give me some thumbs up if anybody wants to see it.
Yeah.
No thumbs up. Nobody cares.
They're like, we're done. We're done.
We're tired, guys.
If you guys have a subject that you guys want us to talk about, probably won't make no sense about, let us know too.
Yeah, ask
Hey,
some
and if we don't
questions.
know anything about it, we'll just act like we do.
Oh yeah. Just type something right now. We'll tell you exactly what it's about, no matter what it is. You get us for 15 more minutes of pure knowledge. I don't. Oh, there's one thumbs up. There you go. You got one thumbs up.
Okay, you got it. That's all it took for me. We do guess need to have an intro, something.
I'll get working on one. I mean, I should probably be figuring out how to make some more money in my life instead of blowing it all for the last few weeks. Wouldn't hurt.
Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I got to get up and go run a stupid blade again tomorrow. And it's time for all the welders to go to bed.
Yep,
Dandy.
all of them. Bye. Well, bye. That's
See
what we
you
need to
guys.
play.
Have a good evening.
See you
We'll
later,
see you,
Benny.
Benny. Thanks for stopping in.
Brainwashed idiot. Don't care for the yodeling. Well.
Here's my intro. Intro.
What's those lights? What's the best mite type?
Or stick.
I read that as night light or stick. What is it? What is a mite type? Is that night light?
Which canyon should I cast, spruce or cottonwood? Spruce.
Think so?
I don't know.
I need to know how to send videos. Most of them are less than 30 or 40 seconds long, but they keep saying the file's too large.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Talking to the wrong person here.
What's the best mite type? Is Mike Rich trying to talk welding? Is that what he's saying?
I thought I had an intro made at one time for this, for the live shows. I can't remember.
We'll come up with one. Anyway, what do we got going on? Anything else going on?
Nothing. Guys, maybe we should call it an evening, Mr. Chris. Don't forget, Wednesday nights, Anecdote of a Houndsman.
We're talking. Let me see.
I think I'll try to drop in for a little while then, too. I'll see if I'm still in town. I know I got a call on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to leave Wednesday evening. It's going to be cooling off. When it starts cooling off, I got to get out and about. I got to go to better country.
Yeah. Better country is so much funner. Oh, who sent me a video? They sent it to me on Messenger. Let me see if I can download it. Oh, it's 1:27. I doubt it.
Probably too big.
Well, it depends on the quality too, right? Let me see. Oh, it did download.
Thanks, Jeremiah. See you down the trail.
Well, let me
share
this with
go by and see Chris on Wednesday. He has an intro.
I do.
We need an outro. I do have an outro.
We need a real good, funny outro too. I think I have an idea. I'll get it put together this week for next week.
Thanks, Billiam D. Ring.
Good show, Brett.
Oh, I just got this one. What is this? Another movie somebody sent?
Yeah, they just sent it to me. Trying to keep us on, I think. I don't know why.
They're back. They're further west.
Said, look out. Look out, Stinker meet Wendell, the plot hound. Oh, I got some squirrel hunting going on here. So next week, if you guys want us to play videos, get them all ready for us. Maybe even send them the anecdote of a houndsman or outlook.com. Good show, guys. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mike. Thank all you guys for showing up.
Thanks, guys. We really do appreciate it. We joke
Pretty
around a lot,
awesome.
but it's just the way we are.
Yeah. Don't take it serious unless it's true. Then we probably weren't kidding. Trying to download that video. One more video and we'll get out of here.
One more video. We got a plot hound. So
yeah, we got to give the plot guys a little chance.
We don't want them to get their feelings hurt.
I know. I got my undercover guy has a plot. I give him crap about it.
Try again.
I have some bobcat, lion, and bear videos. Well, don't do us no good if you can't send them, Tim. You know, we've been doing this show for over a year.
I know, that's crazy. And it just started out with me, you, Nicholas, and George. And it wasn't even, we didn't even make it.
Well, Johnny jumped in.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yep. He just went bear hunting. Why the hell is Johnny not on here?
Yeah.
Is he back? He should be back. Watch him, buddy. You ain't got a 22 shell in your pocket, do you?
I don't.
Watch him, buddy.
Watch him. Watch him, Wendell.
Watch him, Wendell. You carrying food?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you hang there. Get him, Wendell.
Get him, Wendell.
Watch him, buddy. Take the pole out, don't throw nothing. We need a pole big enough to push him out. Get him, Wendell. Watch him, buddy.
Get him, Wendell. Get him, Wendell.
Why do you have extra shades? Watch him, buddy. Where has Calvin been?
I think he went over to the dark side last I'm seeing.
Maybe. Maybe he's undercover and he couldn't find stuff on us. He had to leave.
He went over to the dark side.
There you go, guys. There's your videos.
It's cool.
Thanks for coming. See you Wednesday.
We really do appreciate it. See you on Chris's on Wednesday. And next Monday night, we'll be doing something. I'll have a...
We'll find out about noon on Monday what we're doing.
Chris's live is a little more organized than mine is.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And then... almost, but you guys were more than 8 minutes late.
There we go. Let's throw it in our face. Maybe you were 8 minutes early.
Got a packing video coming out.
Yeah.
This Sunday. Long trip in, just a lot of country. A lot of.
I got a bear video that might come out, but it's going to take me a while to go through the footage.
That's crazy.
Might be a 4-parter.
So, guys, thank you. Onward and upward.
Out of here.
See you, Chris. Thanks.
See you.